Sad. That's sad.
Alright.
There's only one moderator, and it's Mon.
That's a word. That's definitely a word. I'm not sure that's the word I'd use. That's a word.
I don't think they need much moderation.
No.
Alright, I am live. I'm just waiting to see when, fucking, what's his name? Lio comes in. I'm muted in this chat. They can't hear me. I can hear them. Yeah, I'll be muted the entire time. But I am going to give my own fucking commentary. But that being said, I am going to record in OBS as well, without my mic input, this whole entire call. Alright. There we go. Window cap. There we go. Where the fuck is Lio now? Fucking hell. Uh... I'm talking. Yeah, you don't hear anything, Clef, because I was setting up and because I muted the desktop audio until Lio fucking comes in. Okay, Clef? You have to get over it. I'm setting up stream. Fucking hell. Yeah, fucking hell. There we go, though. I'll let you guys hear it.
Guys,
fine.
it's being Australian a disease because I'm Australian. Also, if you guys do artwork of the call, feel free to tag me when you post it. Maybe I'll make a gallery channel for funsies.
Should do the
Oh, you thought you were
other
dead for
live
1
rule in here as
second.
well, actually.
Yeah, I
what?
decided to
The one on the
unmute
16th.
it. Here's the thing. People have been spamming
Oh,
porn,
yeah.
so I'm scared
Yeah, I
to
can
scroll
do that.
down just in case, so I'm just going to do it
I'll,
this way.
I'll shoot Sarah a message.
Yeah.
And
after this.
I might as well promote the stream while I'm at it, so... fucking hell, where the fuck is Lio? Where's Lio fag? Fucking hell.
Draven, I already got it, thank you.
Would you be willing to
you're not even
endorse
in the-
this
You're not
announcement?
even in the call.
For fuck's sake.
Wait, are you on the call? No, you're not on the call.
Local bakeries are better. To be honest.
Local what?
Greg's is a bakery in the UK.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh no, their messages are not YouTube friendly. Listen, I don't care about them saying slurs. It's just I don't want porn to be shown.
Oh my gosh.
That's literally it.
Your NEPA rule does mean something. It's okay. It means you can't talk.
You know what? Yeah, I get why I had it this way now. There we go. I think this is good.
All right. I'm gonna walk for another 10 minutes. Head inside.
You...
Go grab my ice cream. And load up OBS.
Hold on. I don't want to show my fucking... You might get banned because of other people's doing. Maybe. Maybe not.
Another,
who cares?
I got another bingo card.
I'll be a martyr, but I'm expecting slurs to be dropped.
Bingo cards
after hours. I'm Lyle Convoy and I hate Palestine. Well, you know what? When it comes to the Israel-Palestine conflict, I'm on who's ever killing the most children, okay? So when the numbers get released, I'll do the math and decide then, okay?
I can tell if you were typing or opening a bag of something or a package of something.
Oh, hi after hours. I hope you get some fucking entertainment. I'm just waiting because I know. Also, I did link you the Rumble stream in case you want to send Gilded Poo. I don't know what Gilded Poo is.
Might be worth asking them.
I could. I
am
stream snipe.
We're gonna keep the call for 2 hours.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
This is not going to be.
I'm rooting for you.
Whoa.
I'm not even in this fucking debate. Although
delivered.
I do want to see something real quick. Oh. Well,
I want to get back.
I guess.
Ohio.
I could. Hold on.
Just for the record, Beckett, I'm going to be looking at model kits while this call goes.
Oh, model kits.
That's fair.
Of course.
That's fair.
Where is my fucking Firefox at? Fucking hell.
I've got one to build. I was tempted to build one during the call, but
There we
I've
go.
been feeling shit all day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it the wisdom tooth or
Yeah,
teeth?
yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
brutal. Brutal. Suffering.
Model
I saw that.
kits,
You
what?
saw-
Fortunately,
Model
fortunately, I have
kits,
lazy
Clef,
content
like
to
those
stream.
fucking Gundams
Yay.
that fucking
You could
Lio
always-
builds.
You could always just like
Hold on, I might need
have the
to
camera
adjust my
face
fucking
down
volume
still.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
just the camera in the corner.
I
No, I don't want to put either of them off.
I don't think I need my Discord that loud.
Okay. It's a big call. Not the biggest call I've been in, but definitely a big call.
All right, so what I'm going to
Yeah, a
do...
lot of attention here tonight. Can't imagine why.
I'm thinking about it. I'll DM Sarah now.
Fucking hell. Watching Gilded stream, we'll check in after. We'll check in here. Okay. Fair enough. I'll stream snipe fucking Gilded. Hold on. We're going to fucking stream snipe them real quick. Do.
So I have a great question for you.
Yes.
Have you ever considered possibly, perhaps, going into a Discord server or controlling a Discord server where the members of that server are 18 plus, but, you know, reading them a children's book that's made for 0 to 11-year-olds?
What time is
No,
it? I'm
not
Asian,
really.
so it's 11 a.m. where I'm from.
Specifically,
Never-
Teenage Mutant
It's
Ninja
9
Turtles.
p.m. 09 for me. I
juvenile
thought it was
fiction.
supposed to start now.
No.
I guess they're
No?
giving it 30 minutes, though.
Oddly specific. But no.
That happened last night. Lio did that. He read his server a children's book.
Oh, fucking hell. What do you guys think? You want to
I-
stream snipe Gilded?
Have several
Or-
questions, but I don't really know what to ask.
Yeah, I'm just picking, you know, some random things that probably won't come up that I think are funny. Romantic Goblin says stream sniping a Gilded. That's cool with me. If you're willing to risk getting a strike on the YouTubes, go for it.
I'm going to have to private this.
Yeah. You know, the other day I had just found.
I am going to have to private this soon. Hold on. Because I think I should change... Hold on. Back here. What was that thing I used? That fucking... Oh, there we go. There we fucking go. There we fucking go. Alright. Well. Yeah. I'll continue with this because I think it's better. Yeah, I want the fucking header visible though. Go for it, lol. Yeah, I'm going to have to unlist this video. If I find it's an entertaining stream, I will, you know, fucking edit out the slurs. But only and only if I think the stream was good. Will... it's good.
So quiet in here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just
I know, editing
doing
slur.
my audio setup for stream. Say something for me.
Hmm?
Say something for me.
Yeah, especially if it's a fucking stream.
Sure.
Nice, that was super helpful.
I'm talking.
Well done. Yeah.
Cool. Alright, I gotta turn up mine, I think. Oh my God, stop.
Yeah, editing slur sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, especially if it's fucking Gilded.
It starts in about a little over 15 minutes.
Okay, so we got 15
Yeah.
minutes,
I'm gonna
guys.
go live on my side in a minute.
I'm going to go to the restroom real quick.
Right, I'll be back. What's the opening song?
Yes.
I don't know. Probably 20% cool.
In the meantime, though, I guess I should play some songs for you guys, too, because I kind of skipped that,
I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, succubus with goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. Dump it. Charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop and blood on it. Especially up to his ankles. Trump charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop. Goblin vomit and slop. I'm not expecting him to not get dirty slop. Kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, succubus with goblins, in bed with a goblin. Kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin.
Don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna get fucked. Shoveling mountains, a terrible stop. Heroin, ketamine, jelly bean puff. Shove it in my brain, get it all mixed up. Like wow, I'm a troubled soul. I'm living in a studio flat that's covered in mold. Go outside just to shout to strangers, then I crawl in a hole like an ugly mole.
I love drugs and sketchy pills, but my favourite ones are the ones that kill quickly. When I go when my loved ones miss me, well the answer's no. Chuck my corpse in a big main road, turn my head to a powdered skull. Let rain pour, turn that to mulch, and that's the last scene of the Patrick Show.
I sniff glue gun paste, now my face is plastic. Having a gangbang to Jackson 5, right? I'm a ratchet guy, lost my wife for a black goodbye. No, don't talk to me unless it's an emergency. I gotta take a number 3. That's a piss and a shit and a wank in a tree.
I said, hello there, can I fill your hole? She took one look and she told me no. I got a wife at home and she hates me. I sleep outside cause she makes me. Big bowl of the cocaine, that's me breakfast. I tried crack once, I just wanted to test it and I'm hooked now. I could marry my pipe, my wife wouldn't care, she just wants me to die. It's party time, get your drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man? It's party time, get your drugs out. drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man?
A hip, a hop, a hip, a dip my dick in the salsa dip on a Taco Tuesday. Get a splash on your boob legs. Yes? Feel free to say no. Bald bean and full of beans. I got a Yamaha keyboard drum machine. Metallic a patch on my dungarees. I said, girl, can I get your number, please?
Hang myself in the neighbor's garden. When he comes back, that's a nice surprise. Let the darkness just take your soul. Listen up, child, close your eyes. Just pull it out, don't cut me hair. Take my face, stub a cig right there. I'm a dirty, wretched man. Call me granddad, cause I fucked your nan.
What's the worst? Fuck the universe till it hurts. I'm not used to these kinds of mental health issues. I just want to live in a church and find peace upon me brain. Jesus, please just stop me pain. I know you think that this is a game, but it's not. Now watch me walk away.
I'm a love machine, I don't know when to stop. I got a mouse up here that can make me cock. Pink and red with a mighty blues. In the club too, stepping with my black school shoes. Lunch and meat in my boot cut jeans. Chucking on bread with a bit of knob cheese. Taste it, would you like your bite? Give the clap to your wife and a wave goodnight. It's party time, get your drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man? It's party time, get your drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man? Do you wanna make love to a sad old man?
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that fucking intro music. There's no one talking in the chat, so I'm just going to do this real quickly. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Who you guys think will win? 40% said Gilded. 6%, 6 brave voters said Lio. Mad respects. None of us will win, but it's a journey that counts. Oh, hey, Goblin. Hi, Trista. Hi, Kate. Hi, Cast. Hi, Clef. I was bopping to the music, yeah. I like, real. Yeah. Fucking hell. I don't know why. It's not, well, wait. I think it is. Yeah, it's hiding Discord names like streamer mode is supposed to. There's that. At least it's doing that. I'm glad. I was bopping to the music. Yeah, I know. I like them. I guess I could drop an endless server real quick, maybe, just to see. No, Kuma was in there. Kuma's live streaming it. Oh, Gallagher is. I think Lio would show up or be made a bitch. You think so? You think so, Clef? You know what? We're going to go to stuff. Because I saw Gallagher was in there for a hot minute, it seemed. So
Responsibility isn't on there, but accountability is.
I'm gonna count.
you think Lio would show up or be bitch made? Here's the thing. If Lio doesn't show, he's going to look like a massive pussy to his audience and his friends, especially to Monstrous, who helped set up this fucking whole stick. Like, Monstrous was the one who organized this, and she's going to be pissed that she put on all this work of making the server, getting the fucking dates. Lio looking for McDonald's to sit in. Yeah, that's what's taking so long. He's going to McDonald's. We're going to get Lio into McDonald's again.
This is Yoda's Harley. Whoever's under that account. Is it Yoda or Harley, or is it like one of those like weird combination accounts?
Oh shit!
That they do on Facebook.
Oh, did Harley catch Yoda fooling around, and now they have a joint account?
Oh shit, I should actually promote this fucking stream on fucking Twitter. That's what I need to do. Fucking promote my own fucking stream on Twitter. I'm a fucking moron.
He didn't stop when he saw the stop sign.
Phil says that you're doing bad shit, Turish.
What am I doing bad?
I don't know. He just says you're a traitor or trailer. Oh, to that trailer. That was what it was.
He's critiquing your Canadian trucker skills.
Oh, well,
Fucking no. Yeah, everyone's streaming
I
this.
don't truck as a profession, so
Oh, by the way, I disavow any slurs. Also, if I say faggot, that's because, you know, I like dick and I like pussy. So I should be allowed to say faggot. I think that's perfectly fair. Right, guys? Right, chat? We can agree? 2 trucks, 1 truck, yeah.
I'm open to criticism. Sorry about that, eh?
Well,
Oh, like, because you know how truckers, they all get their little station, they get to stop and sleep.
It's myself, you, and Sarah.
What's those? Hello, ladies. How we doing?
Doing pretty good.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
I have a
Serafina.
feeling that I'm going to get brought up with very specific conversations that I'm going to have to address. So
Oh, okay. So we're actually doing interjections.
oh.
Okay, cool. I look. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I just.
well, I'm not going to interject. Really,
It's June,
I just
you
know
can
that I'm
get a
going to be brought
pass.
up because
Yeah.
Lio brought me up in his video.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Gilded is going to talk about it because I've already discussed
Yeah.
that with Gilded. So, I'm just sure it's going to be brought up.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Fuck. Also, if any of you people are DMing me, I can't check the DMs, just so we're clear, because I'll fucking leak our DM chat if I do. Stop tempting me.
I don't give a shit about leaking people's
Oh, we got an
DMs.
I'm sorry, Ella joined. But this should be interesting.
But
Have we
yeah.
got Gilded yet? Or are you missing a Gilded?
No, Gilded is not in yet.
Neither of them are here.
Also, Double D says he's not a full goth, where he wear his apparel from
Sarah
Hot Topic
gonna
and Spencer's. I
interject.
don't know it.
I'm
That was
curious.
some bad grammar, but okay.
What, Gilded is streaming already?
What? No. So Double D in Beckett's chat said he's not full goth because he gets his clothes from Hot Topic and Spencer's.
Yeah, people in the chat saying Gilded is streaming, so.
Oh, okay.
So preparing himself.
Oh, got it. I thought you were
Psyching
asking me. I was
himself
like,
up.
I don't know.
This is gonna be a bomb ass bedtime story. Lamau, they both bailed. No. I don't think Gilded's bailed. Gilded's not going bail. Lio, though. Okay, hey, chat, by the way, if you guys want to see me succeed, which I know, it's crazy, right? A fucking woman succeeding on the internet in fucking blood sports.
Do we need music? Do I need to put music on?
Yeah.
Do we need
some music, bro?
Do we need what the fuck music am I meant to put on?
Oh.
Put on some Warhammer 3 ambience music. Do it.
I can't find any copyright.
Immediate copyright claim, bro.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I think this stream's gonna have enough fucking problems in it. Let's be honest. We'll go negative XP.
Well, considering there's 2 monstresses.
All right.
This is doomed from the start.
Open in web browser.
From the start.
Get a VTuber avatar. Yeah, I'm working on a PNG model right now, okay? Here, support my Ko-Fi.
Wonderful. This debate was rigged from the start.
I'm shilling. Kato was gaining a following because of her avatar. Yeah, she was. I need to get a fucking avatar. Villanilla is actually working on art for mine.
Wonderful.
Going to show your address again? No, I fixed that. I fixed it.
I'm impressed with the amount of people, like just the dedication of the people who joined early. Badwick has been in this call for 3 fucking hours.
Why?
Patrick really wanted to make sure that they had a seat.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he wanted front row. Good for him.
No, it's not going to show my address again, Clef. I hope not.
Of how late this
But
is
Clef, if you want to
happening
test it out, you
hopefully I don't
can.
get pulled away.
I'm tempted to. I didn't get to watch the end of the Slug versus Zack stream last night.
What
Maybe
the
we'll do
fuck
that
was
after as well.
What the fuck is that? Why?
Oh,
It
man.
was so good.
Lol, the Goblin Lair. What's with my Goblin Lair, huh? I think my Goblin Lair is unique, okay? Stop being a hater.
Oh my god, Lio, where are either of them?
It's a very interesting question.
Watch this.
Where they be at, bro?
Gilded could be petting his kid down or something.
Yeah, 666. Thank you for confirming.
Well, since I'm going to assume somebody's going to be at least 10 minutes late. No, there's one.
There's one.
There's
We
one.
have one.
Whoop.
Which one?
Gilded.
Oh,
We're missing
You guys
the
not
other.
hear me?
I
No,
can
we can
hear.
hear
Yeah, yeah, we can
Oh,
hear you.
there's Gilded.
What's up?
Gilded,
Not much.
my
Welcome,
man.
welcome to the Thunderdome.
I'm no hater. I'm a beat skier.
How come I can hear Beckett? But oh, okay, that's right, because he's being gay and has a Queen Seraphina name. Okay, got it. Okay, what's up, Beckett?
No.
Beckett? I almost said Breckett.
Wait.
We were talking about Brexit earlier, so
I'm oh Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck, we can do that on another stream. Yeah, no,
I
I'm
fucking
clearly
hate. How
monstrous.
many people are in this fucking
Yeah.
chat?
Yeah.
I've been,
All right,
I've been like four different people
I'm
in
gonna
this server.
assume that he's gonna be at least 5 minutes.
oh my
late, so I'm
god,
gonna go
Queen
do my thing.
Seraphina is here. Holy shit. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just dumb.
Well,
Hi. There's
Yes,
too
hello.
many people in this VC. What's up?
No, I'm here just for a little bit of time. Well, hopefully at least because I know I'm gonna get brought up, and I'm gonna have to probably say the same thing that I told you. Probably.
Yeah, well, probably.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
Are you taking questions afterwards, Gilded?
Yeah, sure. I was going to. I'm actually streaming right now, so I was going to invite a couple people. to
I'm
my stream,
already
One of them,
here.
of course, being Beckett. So
No, this
Alright,
is
well,
not endless
since, I'm
server.
gonna
This
assume
is
he's
the
gonna be late.
Thunderdome, Clef.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I mean,
and...
it's probably it's a pretty decent tactic to be late.
Clef,
so
you
that's
are
Yeah, I'm
in
gonna go ahead
endless
and clean a
server,
bit.
you moron.
Okay.
okay.
Hey,
Have
around
fun.
this time, I always take care of the cat boxes. So,
Based.
base. All right, BRB.
Oh, fuck. You know, I look forward to Beanskis being
So the other
bullied.
day,
Is that Enla
I
in
just
there?
found out.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I just realized. Oh my god, people.
I
are,
don't think
okay,
I
come
don't
on,
know if
hold
Enla's
on.
here.
People are bitching at me because nobody can hear anybody but me.
Oh, there's Lio.
Fucking Lio's here.
Lio.
Fuck.
There he is.
I know Leia's something. Fucking hell. I know Bruce is here.
Oh, it's not a fake Lio this time. Sweet.
No. It's not Beckett this time.
So I've
What?
lost the F game.
There we go. Yay! Hi, Lio. All right. Lio, quick question. Are you going to field any questions
Wait,
after the call?
I guess-
Or are you good?
I don't
Nah,
think
I'm
he's
not gonna field any questions
whispering.
after the call. It's 9:30. I'm going to bed after the call. You kidding me?
Okay, no problem. I'm going to keep the call to 2 hours. No
Oh,
less.
there's a
Or no more
time
than.
limit. Oh,
Yes.
11:30 is pretty late.
Why? What? My
But
God.
we'll see.
What? When
oh, I forgot she lived in Commieland.
she's still doing
Yeah,
the boomer
unfortunately, she does
lord.
live in California.
California.
Boomer lord.
Stardust, where are you at really quick? So just a heads up, Lio. Sarah also has the ability to speak. And I'm going to give Stardust the ability to speak just in case conversations come up about them.
Yeah, there's going to be a time.
I don't see any reason why it would, but okay.
Just in case. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Oh, here we go.
Thank God McDonald's
I mean,
in 24/7.
it could be brought up if, like,
Oh, where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, not you. No, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, it could be brought up if, like, for some abstract reason, it's like, you know, you threatened to rape Queen Seraphina or whatever comes up. So.
Okay, are we all ready?
I guess.
Okay, let's do
So
it.
where do you want to start, Vlad?
Well, you go first.
Well, you're the one that wanted the conversation to begin with. I figured you had a list or something, man.
Yeah.
I do, but I thought it would be more courteous to allow you to give your grievances first.
I mean, I pretty much stated my grievances overall. So you've got the list.
Yes,
you pop off.
but we'll repeat them for everybody here.
I mean, everybody here's seen my videos, so I don't think I really need to. I'm giving you the courtesy of beginning, since you have a literal list. Let's go through it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but
what?
That's boring.
Oh my God,
I don't entirely know what your complaints are. I know a few of them, but you keep changing them repeatedly.
I don't change them. They're consistent. Well, they're the same problems I've had.
Really?
Well, then go on. Tell me how they're inconsistent.
They are. What do you mean? How are they inconsistent? I don't even know half of them. Like, for example,
what do you mean you don't know half of them?
You go back and forth between he's a zoophile and not a zoophile. So
I never claimed you were a zoophile.
You've never claimed I was a zoophile.
No.
Yeah. So the problem with that is twofold. So number one,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things you did in your video is heavily imply it.
Holy shit!
I think in the Crystal Flame video, it was also pretty heavily implied.
Zoo porn enthusiast.
And then you did this in multiple conversations with, like, let's say, for example, the Two Black conversation. You heavily implied it. And then I believe, have you ever referred to anybody as zoo apologists before?
I have.
Like who?
Primarily a lot of people in the Fox Mafia, anybody who took up for Fursky primarily, or people who, as you are well aware, went on arguing consistently about whether or not dog dick is okay in your porn. Not your porn is in your porn, but your porn is in the royal your.
Who did that?
Do you not remember Fox Azure? And I don't even remember that other weirdo's name. Like, going on for a better part of like a month, going back and forth on the Medicare forums about it.
Hold on. What's wrong with him being against it?
It's not. Do you
think Fox Azure argued against?
It's not Fox I'm referring to in that. It's the other guy whose name I completely forget, who's part of Fox Mafia.
Hold on. Was it Son of Psyops?
No, Son of Psyops. He does dumber, or not dumber, but he does other dumb things. It's not somebody just like a main player, but I do know there were people in that server regularly making excuses for that type of pornography, and those are the people I'm referring to in that. I never called you a zoophile. I never called you a zoo defender.
So why is it that your entire community comes to that conclusion and then cites you repeatedly as the source for why they had that conclusion?
That's a good question, because half the time they cite other random asinine nonsense saying I said it as well when I didn't. We had an incident like that happen in Catslayer not too long ago, where people were saying that I proved via screen caps at the time that I had apologized to another individual that we're not bringing up here, and said it was in my video when it wasn't. I quite literally stated the opposite, that it wasn't something I could prove via screenshots.
No, I can't.
So you got me on that one. I have no clue.
I don't know, because like what I've seen is like you say you go in there, you never correct it. Ever, except once. I've seen you do it one time, and I was in the Senate, and there's no evidence of that. So because
there's no evidence of it.
Well, in that you nuked it. Like we can't go in the Senate and scroll up. I have a screenshot of you doing it, obviously.
Okay. Then what's the problem?
But the problem is that that's in Senate. That's not in Catslayer, where they have repeatedly referred to me as a zoophile, and you've never corrected it.
So I can see it.
But I completely said Fox Azure, now it's someone else.
Screenshots of those people calling me a zoophile? Are you serious?
Absolutely.
All right.
I have so many
realize that
issues
I'm not there
already.
like all the time, and I'm not always looking at the chat.
I mean, okay. I mean,
Here,
we can
I'll
apply that logic to a lot of things, dude.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
come on.
But here, let me go ahead and do a search for zoo file for you, just within the server. Not related to you. Not related to you. How many? There's
Wait.
19 results.
God damn it, Pooh.
Not related to you. This.
Already.
Yeah, that was in relation to this server. One in relation to Spursky. One in relation to Vita. One in
Go
relation to
Slayo.
monstrous and octopus people.
Oh.
One in relation to
Monstrous
Twitter.
octopus?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Monstrous is a zoo file.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
Oh,
joke,
that
by the way.
octopus people. That
Forgive
octopus
me.
people got you. Yep.
Okay,
I remember.
that's Rifleman J. Draco System, who were they referring to? No, that was in regards to Keffels, of all things.
Okay, so, dude, I just had people in my server say that happened, but maybe they're lying. Okay, so let's
Or
say
maybe
lying.
they're just goofy. But I mean, I can screen share and show it to you.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to move on to a term that you have used, which is zoo enthusiast.
Sure.
But
Yes.
finally.
What the
Zoo
fuck
porn
does that
enthusiast.
mean? What does that
Zoo
mean?
porn enthusiast. What that means is that you liked having it and you enjoyed having it and you enjoyed using it on people.
That's not what that doesn't. But you do realize whenever you say zoo porn enthusiast, like what it sounds like is you're talking about somebody that's sitting around fapping to zoo porn, right? That's what it sounds like.
Vlad, I think that in this case,
Or consuming zoo porn.
and you ran around randomly calling me a pedophile. What's your point?
I actually only called you a pedophile once, and that was on Twitter.
Only once.
That was on Twitter to you. Now,
Okay.
I could have made a joke or something, but I've never actually seriously called you a pedophile. In fact, actually, I have pushed back on a lot of that kind of shit, funny enough.
That's true.
So, for example, a lot of people called you a groomer. I pushed back on that.
True.
A lot of people were going on the little fucking weird tangent about how, like, oh my God, he was trying to make a minor record their rape or something. I actually paid money.
I'm going to use my
speak to a
phone to
lawyer
answer some DMs because I
to
got
ask
some
if
questions
that was
from
even
some
illegal or
people.
not. And I have the screenshots for this. So the point I'm getting at here is the only person that's been good faith towards your direction out of all of your detractors is me. And then,
you know what? Here's the interesting thing. I've heard about that. I've actually had people approach me telling me you're more good faith.
Yeah, like me.
Actually, no, it wasn't you, Sarah.
I'm pretty sure I told you that.
No, it wasn't you. It was Beckett.
Yeah.
The guy everybody thought was me in here, which, by the way, that was hilarious.
Thanks. I really put in an effort to my shenanigans.
Like, the dude starts cussing and you guys think he's me. Anyways, so if your issue, Vlad, is that you believe I was trying to imply something that
not
wasn't
just
actually my
imply
intention,
something,
go ahead.
it literally means that, right? So
Means
whenever like, for example, if I said I was an alcohol enthusiast, right? The first thing that's going to come to mind is, oh, that's a fancy way to say alcoholic, right? If I called somebody a marijuana enthusiast, I'm not going to think, oh man, they just collect marijuana buds and throw them on the fucking shelf, right? No. Like implying, like when you say enthusiast, you are implying consumption. So basically what you're trying to suggest is I'm going on the internet, scouring the internet for bestiality porn to collect on in some folder on some obscure hard drive from 2009, right? Like that's the suggestion. Like
you think that was my intent in saying that?
I'm actually accusing you,
porn.
yeah, of malicious framing. Absolutely.
Malicious framing. Interesting. No, Vlad, if I wanted to call you that, I just would have.
These are,
Zoo porn
masters.
enthusiast was a offhanded way to say that you have it and you enjoy using it on people and you're not apologetic for it. And you weren't. From what I understand now, you seem to be a little bit more, which, as I said in my latest video, growth is growth.
That's not what you said in your latest video.
That is. I said where I think it came from, but it's still there.
You said, what you said is like, he shot his hard drive, and that's good. And then you went on to say, I don't think it's from any changed morals, but, you know, whatever.
No.
And I'm like, okay, well, you know, you're heavily implying that I would still consume it. Like, there's an implication there that people took from that. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, so your main concern with me is that you feel I have framed you as a zoophile.
My main concern is you speak intentionally vague, and you're not being direct, right? You could have just said, hey, you know, Gilded Poo, he's a pretty massive troll, pretty disgusting troll even. You could have said something along those lines, right? But instead, you're choosing the most hyperbolic language possible.
Do you think I'm intentionally choosing the most hyperbolic language possible?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to that assumption. That's not true, but I have no way of objectively
I mean,
proving to you it's not true.
there's all other times you've done it. Like, for example, somehow somebody making a rape joke is sexual harassment or a threat of rape, which violates the definition of the word threat.
There's this concept called Schrodinger's douchebag. Are you familiar with it?
Schrodinger.
Yeah, and that's usually used as an excuse to justify claiming
Is
that
Lyle
jokes aren't
building
jokes.
a Gundam in this cult?
And
No,
why in the world would I
haven't
ever
seen
think
the
things like
Gundam
these
yet,
are
no.
jokes in the context they're put in?
They are jokes, and they're very funny.
Can you prove it? What's the punchline?
Fuck. One of them I can't really cite, but
I'm
generally
sorry you
speaking,
feel that
the
way.
punchline
Yeah.
isn't for you to laugh; it's for me to laugh. If
What's the
anything, what
punchline?
you could make the argument that the intent behind them is to alienate somebody, right? So, for example, bringing it to Queen Seraphina here for a minute, what do you think my intent was with making jokes about rape to her?
Was Sarah going to talk? Because I heard her pop up.
No, it was directed towards you, right?
Yeah, but I heard you peek, so I figured you might want to say something. But if not, that's fine.
Not yet.
Okay. I think that you're a disgusting weirdo and that you get your kicks by saying things like that.
Oh.
But that doesn't answer the question, Lio. I asked you, why do you think I said that to Queen Seraphina? What do you think the motivation was? What would the
You like making women uncomfortable, and you like making random statements like that to do so. And the definition of sexual harassment is unwanted sexual attention.
That's not sexual attention, Lio. I have no intent of having sex with Queen Seraphina.
Attention and intention are not the same thing.
No, they're not the same thing. But usually, typically speaking, whenever we're talking about sexual harassment, we're talking about harassing somebody with the intent of fucking them. Right?
No,
that
no,
is typically the underlying implication. Really?
No,
like, do you like so typically whenever somebody gets in trouble for sexual harassment, they're just jokes in the workplace, right? That's what it is typically.
Sometimes,
it's
yeah,
not,
it is.
It's not usually. That is like an extreme snowflake whiny bitch way to look at it.
I don't care.
The reason
your personal morals.
the reason I said it, and this is the reason, is because at the time I was under the thought process that Queen Seraphina and a few others had raided my server, where, funny enough, they had spammed, well, not they, all of them. It was like literally.
Oh,
like
Queen Seraphina isn't on Lio's side?
Bots.
I think it was bots. I have no idea.
There is no way there were bots there.
It was police something, and then it said 1, and then 2, and then 3. But Baiji entered 2. Oh, that's actually fucking funny. All right. Anyway, no, that's hilarious. But anyway, not saying you're lying. Obviously, I'm just saying it's funny, like using multiple accounts to do that. But no. And then spammed a very certain comic in my server, right? So at that time period, the only thing I really thought one thing I thought would be funny was continuing to bother Queen Seraphina out of my server, to alienate her, to bully her out of my server, because she was the first one to enter, so I assumed she was leading the raid. And by your
bullying are magically not within the same ballpark, and sometimes that they are diametrically opposed, perhaps. Nope. Mutually exclusive?
No, by your definition of sexual harassment, Baiji would have been sexually harassing me and everybody in my server.
I agree.
Oh my
And
god,
Baiji
that's
shouldn't
so
have.
fucking stupid.
I don't care if you think it's stupid or not, Vlad. If we talked about what you found to be stupid, everybody here would be considered stupid because everybody would be considered snowflakes. Because God forbid they get offended by something.
I don't think the majority of the people here would be snowflakes, to be honest with you, because you didn't invite the snowflakes you promised to invite.
I never promised to invite anybody.
You're right. You didn't promise. You just agreed to it.
Show me where.
I mean, Monstrous posed a deal to you, and then you agreed to it.
Mm-hmm.
So unless
I agreed to coming in here. Did I agree to bring in a whole bunch of people with me?
I mean, was that not part of the agreement, Monstrous? Like, was that not part of
the agreement that I fielded to both of you was that you could invite whoever you wanted into the server, which is true. There's an infinite link currently in the Welcome to the Thunderdome channel.
Why would I invite vulnerable people to be around a bunch of weirdos and freaks talking about sexual stuff?
Vulnerable people, huh?
Mm-hmm. Vulnerable people. You can laugh about it all you want. You're one of them too, Vlad.
How am I one of them?
You don't want to know.
How is he vulnerable?
But threats aside, which is absolutely hilarious, whenever you say vulnerable people, I have a really big issue with it because you see, in my viewpoint, is that they could just unplug. That's it. That's all they have to do. They can just unplug. You should care.
I don't care. Why should I care? Why should I care about your personal opinion on this?
You should care because you're supposed to care about the vulnerable people. So why wouldn't you teach them to unplug whenever appropriate?
Why in the world would I throw
You
them
know
into
what,
a
guys?
random cesspool
I'm going to say, Lio is a fucking sexual harasser.
It actually does teach them a lot because they need to toughen the fuck up.
By your value?
No, by reality.
You don't know much about reality. You're a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, I'm a conspiracy theorist that was right about Coyote Lovely, for instance. Like all the way down to the honeypot that you and several people just blatantly ignored. You mean that?
Ignored it.
Ignored.
And a conspiracy theorist can be correct sometimes, but they're not correct most of the time, Vlad. And I think that's just the truth of the matter.
Was Coyote not allowed to be mentioned?
You probably think this room's a conspiracy. You think a lot of things are a conspiracy.
Why would I think this room is a conspiracy? Like what conspiracy?
That's how your mind works.
Like what?
Not specifically about this room, but I'm saying like you probably do. Because you are a conspiracy theorist. You think everything's a conspiracy.
Can you give me an example?
Well, you thought that me having an alt account for my mobile was a conspiracy back during Fox Mafia stuff.
Like what did I think? I'm sorry. I need to be
You thought it was a form of hiding. That I was hiding because I was on my mobile account.
I don't remember this, but all right. That sounds a lot more like who's that Japanese guy that nobody likes from Kaz's server?
Oh no, if it was Cedric, it'd be something about the feds and about the commentary community and how it's all cabal. So no,
yeah, I don't know. That's not like it sounds more like a Cedric thing, but go on.
No, that was you because you were surprised when you found out what it was. It might jog your memory. It might jog your memory. I had a really goofy Sonic the Hedgehog profile back then.
Oh, I just got a tip, guys.
But you probably don't remember.
I mean, I remember the goofy avatar, yes.
No spoiler, but like someone
any of that
just messaged me being like, pizza delivery incoming.
Maybe I made a joke. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Like, I mean, I'll just believe you. That if that's like all you got is like, or the best you got is a conspiracy, then okay.
Oh, another question for you. Did you push the idea that I convinced Peaches that they were groomed?
No, you did.
When did I do that?
You literally said that in your video. You said that she was doubting. You said that she was doubting that she was groomed, and then you led her to the conclusion that she was. Is what you said.
I did not lead her to the conclusion.
What was your exact words? I'm paraphrasing.
Which video was that again?
That was your 4-hour-long video.
All right, let me get the script for it. 1 moment.
Oh, the script. This makes me angry. Lyle has a weird fanfiction character of Gilded. Yeah, I agree. Fucking hell. It's so fucking weird.
Peaches was fighting the idea he was groomed despite the evidence he had shown me. I brought up some of the others' experience. Are you referring to that?
Yes.
Okay, that's not me telling Peaches absolutely you were groomed. That's me reinforcing the fact that it happened because they were doubting.
That sounds like synonyms, dude. I'm sorry. Like if I
don't think you know what synonyms are. If that's the case.
Those two things are very similar. You're saying that you brought up other people's experiences to fortify the idea she was
He didn't
groomed,
read
even though
it
she was
all.
doubting that she was groomed. Like, and
Even though she knew she was groomed?
Hold on. And then doubting she was groomed on the basis of, quote, little to no evidence of there ever being a grooming in the first place. Which is what you
Where
said.
are you getting that idea from?
You literally said
he did
I never
say
said
it.
there's little evidence. Are you stupid?
You said little in the way of evidence was your exact words.
He did say that. He
In
did
that
say
video.
that.
Here, let me pull that up.
You did say it.
Okay, I know what you're meaning in reference to that. There's more in the way of evidence than's probably being sat there, so I figured that's a fair point. Since there's little in the way of evidence, I guess that meant in the sense of like A, B, C, but I do have like the entire chat log that she gave me, so okay, that's fair. Next point.
Yeah, and whenever you go through said chat log, like their messages back and forth and all that shit, it doesn't really prove grooming.
That's
The only
true.
thing that
There's
really
no
proved
fucking
it all,
dates or username.
actually, honestly, is that she was into the guy and he was into her, right? Which is bad. But the point is, and bear in mind, like I want to make this very clear, I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination this guy is not a weird fuck that should get the wall, because it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, like it kind of looks like, from what little I've seen, I haven't seen the whole thing, but from what I've seen, what has been shown to the public, she appears to be the one pushing for this entire thing. And then later on down the road, all of a sudden, she was groomed.
So it's not grooming if the victim's into it.
It is. I mean, it's not grooming if you're jailbait.
Oh,
it still
no.
is, Vlad. That's dumb.
No, it's not.
You know what laughing
Oh,
doesn't.
no.
That's not what grooming is, dude.
You're right.
No,
That is
yeah.
All right,
not
then what's
what
grooming,
is.
dude? Then what
You
is
have
it, dude?
you have to actually intend to groom
Right.
somebody. You don't accidentally groom people.
And you don't think him preparing this individual for sexual encounters was grooming?
You have not shown any evidence of that, because all I've seen publicly
True.
is that she was already like and here's the thing, this may be her fault and your fault, don't know, but the fact of the matter is, like, I've never seen the beginning of this conversation, and from all the conversations I've seen, which could be out of context, she's the one that approached him. He even went as far as to say, I shouldn't be talking to you, and then she
And still
convinced
did.
him, and he convinced,
Oh,
and then
hi,
she
Bloom.
went
You
out of
can
her way to
stay.
try and convince him to continue talking to her.
And him trying to push her into a sexual relationship somehow isn't grooming? Because she's into
I
it?
have not seen that anywhere.
I'm telling you that's what happened. So your point was initially that it's not grooming if they're the one
It
that
is
pushes
not.
or
It
that
is
they're
not
into it.
grooming based on the evidence that I've seen. Based on the evidence I've seen
My
seen no evidence of him
God.
trying to push her in a sexual relationship. As I
Okay,
just
what do you
said,
consider-
I
what do
haven't
you
seen
consider
the
evidence of
beginning.
it?
I don't know. Like, if it was at the beginning of the conversation, it was all innocent. She did not at all push for it at the start, and he brought that all on himself. Like, if he just like randomly started being the one doing it, yeah.
So in your idea, grooming is only grooming if the younger party is not initially or actively interested and has to be pushed into it.
Yeah, grooming literally means you're pushing somebody who's not into something. Yeah.
It means you're trying to prepare somebody for sexual encounters in this context. Vlad.
Okay, well, where is the evidence of him pushing somebody into sexual encounters? Where is it? Because I have not seen it anywhere. Nobody has shown that.
I mean, he does have a
Okay.
point. Gilded
I
is
can have
right.
that passed to you whenever we're done here, and you can look through it all you want.
My shit is echoing. Hold on. Let me
Sweet.
see what's going
Because
on.
like, and I'll tell you this, like if I see evidence of that, I'll even take down my
Oh,
fucking
you
video.
had an extra tab
So,
open. That's
okay.
your own
You know,
fault,
like,
Bloom.
no biggie.
So is
Yeah.
your essential point against
Yeah,
me is that you
Bloom,
feel like
you
I have
almost
grossly
ruined my fucking
misrepresented you and that
stream.
I've tarnished your relationship, or not
Feel
relationship,
bad, Bloom.
your public image unfairly?
No, I'm teasing.
No, I don't really particularly care about my public image. I just think you're a hypocrite.
You don't care about
It
your
was
public image, but you're
yeah,
concerned with
I'm
how I voice
teasing.
things and how it makes you look?
I'm concerned with people that say I never lie and then lie.
What did I lie
I'm
about?
concerned. I'm concerned with people who say they're predator hunters and that they
Mhm.
all like, and through that
I'm
care
going to
only
bed
about
right now. I'll
virtues
catch
and all
the
that other shit,
replay. Have a
and then
good stream,
contradict like half
Goblin.
their
Thank you.
virtues, their standards.
Every human being's a
So-
hypocrite, including you, Vlad. So what's your point?
Oh yeah, where am I a hypocrite?
You have a problem with doxing, but you don't have a problem with doxing.
Who said I didn't have a problem with doxing?
Your actions, Vlad.
Are you referring to the screenshot you cited and poorly, and I mean poorly quoted? That one?
Which one? What are we talking about?
The DM conversation between me, Kaz, that douchebag neither you or I like. I can't remember his name. You said he should shoot himself.
Kurova.
Kurova. Yeah, Kurova. I
Mhm.
never liked him. And your complaint was that I didn't say anything immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything at all, not even immediately.
Yeah. The reason I didn't say anything at all is because of two things. Number one, at the time I was under the impression you were already doxxed on Kiwi Farms. Way later on, I learned that doesn't seem to be the case. Because I don't know if you heard, but I made a whole video about Kaz's doxing server that I didn't know existed until, I made
It's
the
not just
video.
that, Vlad. They didn't say they
But-
were going to dox me.
Oh, who was it?
They said they were going to dox Senate members. They didn't mention my name.
Oh,
Vlad.
Senate members. So here's my real question. What am I supposed to do about it? Say, no, please don't do that.
Well, I don't know, Vlad. Whenever Pizza made it a point that he might dox Cass if Cass goes after somebody else completely unrelated, you made an entire post on Twitter about how you disavow it and how you don't want to be involved when that was at your server.
I had a whole conversation with Pizza, and I didn't say I was against Pizza doxing Kaz because I'm against doxing. I said I was against Pizza doxing Kaz because I didn't want Kaz getting a redemption arc through being doxed, because I underestimated the level of cowardness he has.
So
This
you
is
don't
a
have
whole
a problem.
conversation.
So you don't have a problem with doxing?
No, he does not.
Doxing Kaz specifically in that moment, no. Like outside of what I posed, no. Like doxing's inevitable. Like I'm gonna get doxed inevitably. There's nothing I can do about it. You got doxed, right?
I doxed myself.
That's true.
That. Like, dude, everybody's gonna get doxed. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Like, are we all gonna get doxed? There's nothing I can do about it. Do I think it's creepy behavior? Yeah. Do I think anybody can stop it? No. There's like nothing anybody can do. I can say no, please don't do that all
That
day
is
long.
fair.
But you know what? Number one, Kurova's a fucking moron. Do you actually think he has the intelligence to justify like doxing literally anyone?
Justify or ability to do?
The ability to do.
I don't know.
Well, you should know. He's a fucking moron. Like, he doesn't have that level of intelligence. Secondly, he was making a suggestion for other people to do it, if I remember correctly.
No, he said he was going to hand off Senate doxers to a specific pedophile.
Who?
There's some sort of diaper pedo that got busted a long time ago that they've been taking the piss out of. I can't remember. Black Shadow, I think his name was. All these people have goofy names, you know that.
Was
But he
it
mentioned
Shade
In fact,
Tavish?
he wanted to get a whole bunch of lollicoms to go after us as well. That's the one thing you said, nah, I'm not into that. So I found it odd that you didn't say anything about
I
doxing,
have
but the other
have
thing
no
you know.
idea who the hell you're talking about.
Well, I'm barely remembering a guy's name too, but that's what Kurova was saying. That he was going to get Senate doxes and hand it off to a pedophile.
So, do you think me saying no, please don't?
I like
would
how
stop
everyone
him?
immediately
Like-
thought Doodle
No, actually,
Jones.
here's a better question. Do you think that I was there reading every single fucking message?
You were there 2 messages down.
Okay. Do you think I read every fucking message, especially from Kurova?
If you're gonna tell me are you gonna tell me you didn't? Because I'd actually believe that if you did tell me.
Okay, it's kind of gay that neither Lio nor Gilded
I
can
don't
see
care
this
about
chat,
fucking
but
Kurova.
whatever.
Like, I don't think you realize how much I don't like Kurova.
Well, clearly not. I had no idea that you thought he was stupid and that you hated him.
Yeah, I've been saying for years the best line you ever said is that he should put a revolver in his mouth and pull the trigger till it stops clicking.
Yeah, he got really mad about that. I'm sorry, he
But
said
it
he was hurt.
It was funny.
That was funny.
You know, but anyway, the point is though, is I need to move on to a great question. Why did you think it was a good idea for you to threaten me and mine?
I didn't threaten you.
Yes, you did.
What's the threat?
Namely, my child.
How did I threaten your child?
I mean, do I need to pull up and screen share the actual thing you said?
I got the script right here for you, buddy.
Okay, read it.
Happy to reread it out. Let me get to your section. I said he's fine with all of this. You'd assume a man with a child in his care wouldn't be making such a spectacle of himself in this manner online. Yet here he is in his late 30s and being fine with threatening people with sexual assault. How is that a threat towards you and yours?
No, keep reading.
Okay. In his latest video, highlighting the sexual harassment others and myself has faced, though, is a joke. Some people have cited my age as a reason that I shouldn't be able to change for the better. And if that's the rightful standard we're setting, then he should be held to the same one. I've been told by another person that Gilded sounds tired, that he wants to stop getting involved in stuff like this. So here's his chance to punch out and stop pretending like he's going to come back on top. Because sooner or later, his actions will come back to his doorstep and the police in his area will eventually get involved. It's amazing what you'll be given when you follow leads of people who know your MO. Amazing indeed. So where's the threat?
Yeah. So what leads were you given, Lio?
What makes you think I was given leads? I said
you literally said it's amazing
what you'll be given. I said it's amazing what you'll be given when you follow leads, not that I was given leads.
Oh, I'm sorry. What leads were you following, Lio?
I looked at some of your old Twitter activity.
Old Twitter!
So in what universe is in the same paragraph going from he has a kid to police at his door not a threat? Especially when
sooner or later, its intention, Vlad, is to get your attention. Because sooner or later, and it did get your attention, sooner or later, Vlad, you're going to run into somebody who isn't me, who's going to be able to do the same things and might actually do something. Pay attention.
That's not what you said.
I literally said
no. You made a
because sooner or later his actions will come back.
Will come back to bite him. And then you said it's amazing what leads you'll get whenever you follow or whatever the fuck wording you said. That's a threat. You're making a threat. And what's funny is that everything you just said is the opposite of what I was told before, because you had said to somebody else entirely that the reason you said that was because apparently I use my child as a shield against doxing, or as you put it, consequences. So which is it?
It's both, Vlad.
And when have I done that?
Family.
Huh?
Are we going to talk about family in this call or not, Vlad?
When did whose family?
That's not a banned topic.
Yeah,
it's not? I thought it was.
No,
okay.
No.
Cool.
No.
Cool. That makes things easier then. Anytime somebody gets close to you, Vlad, and somebody finds out things about you, because I do have some calls that you didn't think were still around that are now unlisted, where every single time anybody gets close to your information or makes it clear they have it, you freak out. And the first thing you bring up, I have a kid.
I freak out, huh?
Yeah, you do.
So the only time that I remember, which I'm pretty sure this is the case, but I would love to hear those calls. The only time that I ever brought up my kid was whenever your people were threatening to call CPS on me.
That's true.
My people were threatening to call CPS.
Yes, your people. You actually addressed one of them, which was Grim Reaper, which was weird because he was later banned out of the Senate, not for threatening to call CPS, mind you. No.
Nope.
Because he sexually harassed somebody or something like that, right? Yeah, that's a weird line that it's really, really bad to, sexually harass somebody, but it's slightly less bad to, destroy a child's life.
Destroy a child's life? Well, aren't we being melodramatic today?
Yes,
More importantly, Vlad, I think it's interesting that it's really, really, really bad to maybe go about with information, but being there and talking about passing off doxes of people to a pedophile or to get lolicons involved, that's not a line.
I didn't know the guy was a pedophile or even who he fucking was. So you bringing that up is malicious framing.
How is that malicious framing? I'm not even referring to the person you were talking to, dork.
You just said passing around Like me saying nothing about somebody passing around shit to a pedophile.
He
is
literally
okay.
said it was a pedophile.
No, he actually didn't. I went and verified that he never said that.
Bring it up then.
I believe I sent this to somebody. Let me check. Because I was not anticipating this getting brought up, actually.
What?
I didn't think about it.
What did you think about?
This call and some other elements. Like there's other things I figured you would deny, but I did not think you would actually just insert Kurova saying this is a pedophile. That's nuts.
Well, let me see if I can find the log. Channel.
I thought I sent it to this person. That's okay. I have the logs.
Oh.
Yeah, I do too. Just gotta find out where I put them.
Well, I mean, yeah.
At least we're both horribly disorganized.
One of them's going to screen share. I know it. One of them. Also, Chris the Narc is in here. Fuck. I love Chris.
Oh, hold on. Oh, you're going to hear some words you'd be happy to hear. You're right. You said it was Black Shadow Diaper Boy. I just assumed, I suppose, that the word pedophile was brought up because that's what he is.
What?
Well, I have no idea who that is.
Oh, fair enough then.
Like, in other words, like, actually, honestly, in the context of that conversation, I'm pretty sure he's talking about a Kiwi.
No, Black Shadow Diaper Boy is a pedophile.
But is he a Kiwi? Like, I mean,
I highly doubt it.
Kiwi Farms isn't a fan.
Well, if you scroll up in those logs, we were talking about Kiwi Farms.
I'm not in the logs. I'm in the screen cap I took.
Okay, well, there was spamming of logs. Like, what we were talking about in here, by the way, was Zerkalo primarily. You did not get brought up nearly as much as Coyote and Zerkalo, and I believe Blumir were the main topics that came up. And this is like one of the issues is that this was 8 months before Coyote got found out for the Sappho bit, but everybody ignored me mentioning the honeypot in my initial video, which, to be fair, I left it very vague. And also, to be fair, I need to clarify something because I only recently caught on to this. You took my video wrong. So when I said, like, so if I don't know, let's see if you remember this line. Coyote Lovely is pretending to be a pedophile hunter. Only to hoard pedophiles or victims for him and his friends to fuck. Something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the two people in that call. However, or in that video that I was mainly referencing. However, that is, as I said, my bad. And also that comes at the back of you and I having an argument on Twitter where I called you a pedophile. So that was my fault. So, but I was referring to Blumir and Zerkalo in that.
Well, as somebody who is sometimes, probably more often than I want to, because I have made it very clear I sometimes struggle with proper wording and communicating what I'm actually thinking, I can accept that.
Yeah, but that was never the intent there. And in that, like, it wasn't just you. Apparently, you could argue that I called Norden, like I referred to Norden too, because I think Norden, I mentioned, like, I gave a list of weird people, and I think I listed Norden just before you. So, like, there's a bunch of other people. So the point I'm getting at, though, and the reason I bring this up is because 8 months later, it took 8 months for anybody to actually magically look into the same shit that I had already brought up. And you called it conspiracy theory, had a discussion with me, and all this shit over it, and never looked at the logs, or the Kiwi logs that I provided in the description of that video. And even in the video specifically said to look in the description because there were things I can't say. So, like, at that time, for instance, there was discourse on whether or not you could say grooming on social media. And so I was afraid to even say grooming. So the point is like all you had to do was look at the Kiwi Farm threads, and we got in a conversation with you, and Coyote, and I think you and Coyote came in at different times, but regardless, neither one of you ever bothered looking at the Kiwi Farms thread. Well, actually, he did. He just didn't bother to look into anything or to address anything at all. But you never looked into it. Had you looked at those Kiwi Farm threads ahead of time, this whole thing would have been seen coming ahead of time.
You could very well be correct about that.
Because this entire thing.
That's the Carlo thread you're talking about?
Yes, was made in, I believe, June
tried
2022.
I tried looking at that. And honestly, I did try looking at that thread, but it was a pain because not only were there just claims that had literally no backing, but some of the links were also broken from the OP themselves. So it was very difficult to parse through. Like specifically when they were talking about him killing his birds, every link they tried to post was dead. There was nothing it could point to. So it was very difficult to try to parse through that thread on my end.
But Lio, that doesn't make any sense. Because didn't you say that it's your obligation to look into it when serious allegations come your way?
Yeah, and I looked into the allegations against Coyote, and Zacarlo was already out of Coyote's life by the time you made your video.
No. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right. And you had a recorded call with both of them like a month or two prior to that video that nobody knew about. Was it a month or two?
I thought it was a few months before.
Okay, fine. It might have been 3 months.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The point is, actually, no, it wasn't. So anyway, my video was done in August, and they had moved out. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was May because honestly, they had a fire.
Look, I'm going to be 100% with you, Vlad. I care so little about Coyote at this point. I don't remember everything concerning it, but I do know they moved out during a fire or due to a fire. Yes.
Yeah. So, but the point is, it's like nobody had access to that call. Like Zerkalo, like, okay, this is what pisses me off. All right. Zerkalo, like, everybody had the persona pins, right? What? All like the persona the persona pins or persona pins clip, right? That was milked into oblivion when everybody was going after Zerkalo, right?
Yep.
But there was a clip from the exact same call that would be later used against Coyote, which is very strange because that call, when you listen to it in its entirety, only makes Coyote look bad.
Oh no, you're definitely right on that in retrospect. No question on that one.
It's not retrospect. It doesn't take retrospect. I don't understand. Like I don't get it. Like I listened to the call and I'm like, dude, like this guy is obviously a piece of shit. Like, how did you guys not see this? Like, this is nuts. I don't understand. Like,
because Coyote,
especially after I made my video, because this was before my video. My video does nothing but support that recording.
Because at the time we talked to Zacarlo, Coyote had essentially convinced me that Zacarlo was, well, you're going to find this term odd, but I don't mean it in the way you might think, but not well, and that therefore they were going to be erratic. And that's why I got extremely frustrated in talking to them. As far as your video, it was about Coyote. You brought up Zacarlo as a point, but it was mostly about Coyote. Zacarlo was out of the picture. Why would I concern myself with Zacarlo?
Because he was continuing to defend Zerkalo, even in the conversation we had months later. Like, he didn't actually go after Zerkalo at all until just before everybody went after him, like a month before.
You know why?
That's true.
Because I don't remember, actually.
Because Coyote said that he didn't have sufficient evidence, and he decided he'd only throw his hat in the ring if Zacarlo did something. I can't even remember. I just asked you that question as though I had the immediate answer on hand, and I completely forgot what it was. All I know is it was dumb.
Well, the point that I'm trying to make here is that you call me a conspiracy theorist, but and you called me that initially over that video, which is weird because I was right from the start. And
I've granted you that?
No, you haven't.
I haven't.
No.
I literally told you you were right about Coyote when we started this conversation.
I don't remember that, but okay. I don't remember you ever saying that. I remember you saying that I was right about something. I don't remember it being that.
Who's Coyote, you dork? Oh my god. You were talking about
it's 10
conspiracy
o'clock.
theory.
Okay.
I get it. That's why we're not doing this for 2 hours. But no, like I said, your conspiracy theory. You said, well, I was right about Coyote. I'm like, okay, yeah, you were right about Coyote. However, ... I granted you that.
Okay. All right. I didn't catch it. I remember what you said now. You said conspiracy theorist is right every now and then. Correct. Yeah, I remember that now. I didn't actually. No, that would not have been a good idea. But
I know why not, but you know what I mean by that.
So, one of the things that I have to ask here,
go for it,
is why is it? See, because like my issue, because you brought up, because I brought up shit talking earlier. So my issue is I've noticed that you like to, well, not just you, but your community, but namely you, because that's what matters here, like to go around and try to convince people to disassociate from me. Why do you do that?
Because I find it very strange that anybody would want to talk to somebody who makes it very clear that they're just an edgy troll who doesn't really have much in the way of a purpose outside of just being a dick to people.
What a loser!
But hold on.
Faggot.
I'll be right back.
Oh, god damn it.
Whoa, oh, pizza!
It's a fucking pizza, isn't it?
Oh, wait.
It's a pizza. Please tell me
Pizza!
It's a
Pizza!
fucking pizza.
Are we taking bets on who the pizza is from?
It's from 2 Black 2 Strong.
Please.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
He said it.
Well,
He said it in the arena channel.
oh, for fuck's sake. It's just. It's not even funny. It just cucks the content. It's really fucking annoying.
It does.
Okay, whatever. I thought it was Gilded.
I might know.
No, it was not Gidget scratching the door. That was also on the bingo card.
Where are we at with the bingo cards? Which is the?
Dude, I got a bingo.
I almost have a bingo. I almost have a bingo.
I don't know how's the chat doing. You guys got a bingo? I got a bingo.
Oh, you know,
chat seems to be doing well
Stardust.
on my side.
Hold on. Really quick, Stardust. If you want to be able to talk, you might have to leave chat and come back, so that the roll takes.
Yeah, some people got bingos.
I don't have a bingo yet. Damn it! I'm literally 1 away from a bingo. Oh,
why don't I have permissions to use video?
Because I turned it off for everyone.
But why?
Because.
You're not special, Gilded.
Yep, there you are, Stardust. Hi.
Oh,
rude.
okay. I was gonna say, how do we know he's not in a McDonald's right now?
Because that would make a full bingo.
Yes. Oh, actually, that's not on my bingo card. I hope that doesn't make a full bingo. That's not on the bingo card.
I didn't know there was a bingo card. Could somebody send that to me?
It's they're all in the Welcome to the Thunderdome channel. All of them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If you want the link, I think there's a.
I love Stardust.
Here, I think there's a link. I don't know if it refreshes though. Let me check. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh wait, maybe. No. Who has the original Thunderdome bingo link? Someone from Enla. Oh my gosh. From Enla server.
How you feeling? Vlad?
All right, your stream is the official stream now. And the reason why is because mine just would not work. Apparently, StreamYard does not record audio from Discord.
I haven't got ads turned on. They're
I've been
off. This is a resource.
Yep, there it
There's
is.
no commentary from my side.
Here you go.
So, people can use it as they will. I got fan out of it. I'm happy. So.
Are we going to be eating good tomorrow, Beckett?
Yeah.
No, but I'll be eating good tonight because that was a pizza delivery.
Yeah, pizza delivery. All right,
Goblet.
I'll go back to muting now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Well, I'll say this. At least 2 Black has the decency to actually pay for the pizza instead of sending the poor guy on a random run.
Hey yo,
Oh, that's
pay for the
based.
pizza.
So I appreciate the 2 free pizzas. No, wait, hold on. I'm supposed to panic and delete everything and run away like Grimskull did to that other guy who did it. Anyways, moving on. I'm sorry, where were we? I had to knock on the door and I had to go.
Yeah. Why is it your business to go from person to person to person to paint me as Adolf Hitler?
If I painted you as Adolf Hitler, you'd be flattered.
Not really. I actually like Jews.
Somebody clip that, please.
Yeah, clip it.
I don't go from person to person to person. I just don't understand why anybody associates with you, like genuinely. Because here's what I don't understand about you. On one half, you seem like you really want to be taken seriously, but then you say, well, I have a piece of crap for a profile picture. Why would you take me seriously? It's the middle of the road stuff that I don't really get with you.
When did I ever say that I wanted to be taken seriously?
Vlad, why wouldn't you? If you're so upset about people not listening to you, why are you saying you don't want to be taken seriously?
Upset with people not listening to me. I wasn't bothered by that. I was bothered that you're just lying. Right? I don't. Well, for example, the whole thing with you're a conspiracy theorist, that's insane. I don't know where the fuck you conjure that from. You gave a couple examples, but those examples are just nuts. Oh yeah, you had a second, whatever. It's not really a conspiracy theory. I'm not talking about an organized effort to or anything. I'm just saying apparently all I said was your second fucking Discord account was an attempt to hide. That's not a conspiracy theory.
I'm also not going to sit here and pretend like I have the entire list put together. I didn't do that.
The point is I have this thing. I like to entertain, right? That's it. I like to entertain, right? And part of entertaining people at all is not to take yourself entirely seriously to the point you're a narcissistic prick, right? I'm not going to take myself. Oh my god, yeah. As a joke, I don't think I'm not diagnosed with NPD, dude.
Wait, hold on. Real quick. Where do you think I just got that from? Do you think I got that from one of your videos?
You could have gotten it from a conversation. Probably. I don't know. I make that joke all the time.
Okay, so when you claim you're a narcissist, no matter what the context or the tone of the call, it's a joke.
Oh my god, I get you have autism, but chill. Holy fuck. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm trying to understand you, Vlad. Okay. You should be happy about that.
I mean, Jesus. But yeah, Gallagher calls me a fucking narcissist and says I have main character syndrome all the time, right? It's all a joke, dude. I don't to be honest with you, I don't think anybody unironically goes around saying they're a narcissist. In fact, actual narcissists don't refer to themselves as narcissists.
I met plenty of people who unfortunately do run around unironically saying it. So that's probably where my perception is colored from.
I mean, maybe they said I was diagnosed with NPD, which would kind of make sense, but I'm a narcissist. I've never met anybody that ever did that.
Okay.
It's a little weird.
So here you say it's a lie, but it seems like a lot of cases and I think we've talked about this once before, that you think any sort of misinformation is a lie. Am I wrong on that, or am I thinking about a conversation with somebody else?
No. What you said, you're paraphrasing a conversation. You're close. So for example, what happened was you asked me, why is it that I always assume the worst in people, is what you asked. And then I said it was because of past experiences with people like Tyro in Kuwait. And Tyro in Kuwait is a convicted. He's a convicted child predator. He was a teacher.
Oh, that weirdo.
Yeah, he's a teacher that kidnapped or groomed, kidnapped, and raped a 14-year-old student.
Yeah, but you don't do that with everybody. Do you do that with Gallagher?
Do I assume the worst of Gallagher?
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's the thing, Lio. I only assume the worst of people that I have zero reason to give good faith to, namely people that show zero good faith to me, right? So whenever I say hey man, I was a 4chan troll, you know, and I did all this fucking shit. And then I thought I could relive my 4chan bullshit, and I did. And, you know, there was a consequence, which was not the people complaining. Actually, you'll find this very humorous. But and then I'm like, well, maybe this isn't such a good idea, right? And by the way, and just so you know, the reason why I stopped doing it, the reason I shot the hard drive, aside from accidentally deleting the file, because I assume you saw the end of Kumo's video where I addressed this. It's because I had people troll shielding.
Oh, fantastic!
They were trying to, like, actually, you know, one of them, Kurisu.
Oh, that guy's a freak. He came into Senate a while ago talking about how he wanted to bang my cat. I don't want that person.
But no, the point is, though, is that I think looking at that, seeing all those things, and then saying you're a zoo enthusiast, I don't know, that's a little fucking weird. That's an insane thing to say, because nobody is going to come to the conclusion that you claim you were intending. Like, no one. That's an unfair thing to claim. It's untrue. That you're assuming the worst of me in that situation. If you're not going to show me good faith, why would I show you good faith? In fact, like, you claim that you were not intending to threaten me and my kid. But the question that I would have here is, why would you even bring up my kid at all in the first place? And especially use that in the same sentence as police coming to my door.
Because I was trying to get it across to you, Vlad, that sooner or later, like I was saying earlier, you're probably going to wind up pissing off some actual lunatic. That's what I was trying to get through to your head.
Probably. Yeah, and that actual lunatic will then cite your video saying, wow, he has a kid.
You hide the fact that you have a kid?
It was I mean, I tried. Yeah. It wasn't until I think it was in some stream where somebody heard my kid in the background, and then that kind of petered off a bit. The Grim Reaper guy said whatever, and then that went away. And then I was on another stream where my kid was in the background, and then immediately your community, fantastic community, by the way, immediately live said the exact same thing. And hell, they even did that in your chat, in your video, while it was premiering. So, like, but the point is, though, is like, you highlighted it. So most people would have just seen maybe the odd incident here and there that could have easily, and I think they were even deleted, like not the streams, but they were clipped out. But you highlighted it and you pinpointed it.
Well, you were on a stream a while ago. I can't even remember the guy's name to be 100% with you. It was after I dropped the first Fox Mafia video where you and him go back and forth on the value of animal lives and the fact that you have a kid, and you go into some detail about that, and that's still out there. It's not unlisted. It's still public.
I'm sorry. Can you wait, hold on. You don't have any memory of what that was?
I don't know the guy's I don't know the guy's channel name. He was connected to that God, what's his name? He has the Mega Man sort of profile picture. He's an auto mechanic.
Sparky's Tech Corner.
Yeah, he's somehow connected to him, but I can't remember the exact details.
You mean the guy that defends Tyro, like that guy?
No, he's connected to him, but it's not that guy.
Okay, Rogue.
Oh shoot, I couldn't remember. You'd have to show
Antoine. There was Help for the Guild List was another one, but I was never on one of his streams.
I have no idea. I'd have to try to dig and find it, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what stream you're referring to, but all those people, all those people, a lot of the information that got out, like for example, my first name, was because of them.
I thought that was because of Tonka Sauce people.
Well, I mean, who do you think broadcasted it? Right, Tonka Saw did. Like, Tonka Saw is a person. His name was a viable ninja. A viable ninja posted a tweet about it, and then like shortly after, like deleted his entire, or actually his Twitter account got taken down.
No,
not
it's still
because
there.
of me. Okay, well, whatever. The point is that a viable. How would you know if a viable ninja's Twitter is still up? But
Vlad, where do you think I got
video,
that information?
But the video that he posted is no longer there. And
yes,
what was the video?
Was it the video showing you connected to a very specific band and tracing you from there?
Yes.
Yes, then yes, that video's still there, Vlad.
Man, you dug really fucking hard. Holy shit. Like, goddamn. That's a lot of work, dude. You're going back like to 2017.
It's not as much work as you think it is. The hardest thing, Vlad, is finding out how many doggone Twitter accounts you have.
I had 17.
Why?
Because it's fun. I mean, how many do you have? How many times were you banned?
Once.
I thought it was twice, but okay, fair enough.
Once. I got banned because I made fun of Zoophiles, and I got banned for mocking someone's sexuality.
But no, I just think it's weird to go through all that effort. Like, what was the purpose?
Trying to remember what the exact purpose was, to be 100% with you. That's something I might have to just send you non-publicly.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. Like, what? Like, I don't understand what purpose you would have to go and find all that information. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, for example, D-Weasel that was here earlier before he got banned, he had no real reason to go through a bunch of shit to find out whether or not some person that claimed to be a lawyer is a lawyer or not, right? There was no reason for that, but it was in your defense. I mean, this is like one of the big issues.
The thing is, I don't even know if it's in my defense, because people have told me flat out, DeWeasel doesn't like me.
He literally named the video in the defense of Lyle Convoy.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he likes me and wants to defend me as a person.
He doesn't have to defend you. He doesn't have to like you to defend you.
That's true. He really doesn't.
Like, I'm just saying.
Hold on. What do you think exactly is my fault when it comes to my community?
You suck at gatekeeping. Oh, essentially, it's one of them. Yeah.
We both share that one.
If somebody in my server, for example, went around doxing people, I would ban them out of my server.
Why?
Why? Because I don't want to be associated with the guy that sits around all fucking day looking for personal information on people. That's fucking weird.
So with you, it's about the weirdness, not about the principle of being anti-doxing.
I mean, like, look, dude, if it's all public information, there's not really much I can say, right? So, for example, you acquired my first name through those means, right? I can say that it's fucking weird, but there's not really anything I can call you a doxer because all that shit was public and half of that was my fault, right? I'm the one that created that account and linked that account with with a picture, right? So I had a picture on that one account that was also on my Twitter account, and somebody just reverse image searched it, and it was my fault. That was bad OPSEC, right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure because the chat hadn't moved.
However,
but then
if
again,
I
I only
acquire
got 2
your fucking
viewers. But oh
address,
well.
that it's not really meant to be public information, and which you have the same standard, right? Like, for example, you've said if you're in the white pages, it's not doxing. So, like, it's the same thing. So the point I'm getting at is, yeah, if it's something like that, all I can really complain about is it's fucking weird. Which it is fucking weird.
Let's back this up, because you kind of went around the ring on this one. So I want to make sure I get this right. It's because it's weird. Not because it's public information and it makes you uncomfortable to somebody does it, but because of the sitting around and finding it that it's weird and you don't want to be associated with that type of behavior.
Yeah, I don't want to harness a community of people that go around doxing
someone
people
tell Lio
just
shut
because
up
they
already.
criticize me. Yeah, that'd be the smart thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if they want to go around, spamming other people and harassing them and all that other shit, sure, I don't give a shit. That's not. I don't give a fuck, right? If you don't like being harassed on the internet, you can fucking unplug. But the question then that it all comes back to, though, again, why is it any of your business to try and curtail who I do and do not associate with?
Because I find you to be a strange and deranged human being, and I think that it's in the best interest of other people to
Why
I've
is
already
it, why,
told you how.
why is that? Why does it matter what other people think? Why does it matter what the issue with other people is?
And that's reasonable.
Like, why
to
is
be
that? Why
honest.
do you feel like
Oh,
you
hi,
have to be this
Say.
moral
I haven't
crusader on
seen
the
you
internet?
before. But hello.
Vlad, you're the same way.
No, I'm not.
That's literally what you're doing right now. You take umbrage with my morals, and therefore you are trying to compete with it using your morals.
I'm
you
not.
Are
I'm actually using the absence of morals, if anything, right?
That is not the absence of morals.
What I'm asking is for your moral consistency. You don't have any, right? Like,
I have plenty.
Okay. But the thing is that you're sitting here like, okay, I didn't call you a zoophile. I didn't calling you a zoo enthusiast doesn't really, that doesn't mean you're a zoophile. But I'm gonna go behind closed doors and then go around and tell all these people that he has all of the zoo porn, and then cut off all context right there, or he's a zoo enthusiast and then cut off all context right there. What do you think that's gonna mean?
Did I tell these people you're a zoo enthusiast in their DMs? Because that's what you're claiming now.
No, but not just DMs, but VC. I don't know about DMs, but you did in VC. But whether it's in DMs or in VC, it doesn't fucking matter, right? You did. It was on Too Black. You did Too Black.
Why do you care?
Like, live.
Why do you care?
Why do I care? Because why? The question is, why do you care? That's what's interesting to me. What's interesting to me.
You're the one that claims that this is anti-moral.
The reason I care is because it's fucking weird. That's why I care. Like, that's very weird behavior for somebody that could just as easily ignore me.
You could ignore me as well, Vlad.
You see, that's the problem. I was going to. I was done. I had announced to everybody that I was done talking about you because you were getting boring, right? And then
still am.
And then you did this lovely thing, like bringing my child up in drama for absolutely no reason. It was wild. Like, that was completely left field. And you can say you didn't threaten me, but man, you're really running up against a pretty big army of people that all interpreted it exactly the same way.
I don't care about arguments about populum, Vlad.
Including your own community. No, it's not an argument of ad populum. What I'm arguing is an irresponsibility on your part to make a clear and concise message. That's what I'm saying.
Which, if you're citing a whole bunch of other people, is still that, Vlad.
Okay, it's not ad populum. I'm not saying you're right or wrong because these people
Lyle, you take
say whatever, right? That's not what that's what ad populum is. What I'm saying is that if you were better at getting your message across, if assuming you are being genuine at all in what you said, then nobody would have misunderstood you. Or fewer would have.
I can take that as criticism because I've gotten it before. I can accept that. But I've also learned that sometimes it doesn't matter how specific or pedantic I am about how I word things. People can still take it the absolute worst possible way. So what do you think the solution is, Vlad?
That's true. They could. But I think the solution would be not to bring up subjects like my kid in the first place, and then just before the subject comes up, say you're a vulnerable person, which is kind of weird.
You are. Everybody's vulnerable, Vlad.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I just said. Everybody's vulnerable. There's not a single person here that isn't.
Everybody's vulnerable. Like, what do you like? You got to define what you mean by that.
I mean that everybody has a weak point, or everybody has a point they won't go past, or everybody has something they're scared of.
Just because everybody has a vulnerability doesn't mean that everybody is equally vulnerable.
Did I say equally?
Yes. No. But whenever you say, whenever you say everybody's vulnerable, you are being so vague as to imply that everybody is the same in their vulnerability. This is the point. You're playing head entry card. You are constantly playing word games. This is a word game.
That's not a word game. That's not a word game. That is literally factually true. Everybody is vulnerable. God.
Everybody has a vulnerability. Everybody is vulnerable, right? When you're talking about vulnerable people and then you say you're vulnerable too, everybody's vulnerable, you're actually implying that I am as vulnerable as the people that you're referring to as vulnerable people. Which is weird because in the same sentence, you would also state that I'm not vulnerable. I'm like basically Adolf Hitler or something. So like that I'm gonna rape every single sensitive, vulnerable person that comes into the server. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't know. I find that strange.
Did you really take the Adolf Hitler thing and try to say that it's about vulnerability. That's goofy. You're goofy.
Did I say that's not what I did? What are you talking about? What I said is that you painted me as Adolf Hitler in regards to the people, whether like you're coddling your server like children.
Interesting. How
And
am I
you're
coddling
not
them like children?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're the one who made the claim.
I'm not done yet. I'm being sarcastic. I'm sorry. But the thing is that you are coddling them like children by not allowing them to enter spaces that might rape them, right? Or might threaten to rape them. Or, oh my God, sexual assault. Oh, or you try to dude. Whenever you go into your server and you publicly say that they're going to sexually harass people that enter the server, right? And you say all that shit. And then you also say, I'm not going to allow a link in my server. I'm not going to post it myself. You're kind of you're disincentivizing your vulnerable people from entering. And you actually opened the stream with, I don't want vulnerable people entering this server. And then on top of that, you spent last night reading a child's book to a bunch of people in the server. No, that's fucking weird, dude. Like,
well, you can cry about it.
You're reading a children's book to a bunch of 18-year-olds. That is on par with Doodle Tones.
Actually, most of them are in their like late 20s, early 30s.
That doesn't make it better. That makes it weirder. Why are you reading children's? No, that's not funny.
Why does it offend you so much?
It's not offensive. It's weird.
It clearly does offend you.
It's
Offense
weird,
has multiple
dude.
definitions. You're offended by that aspect.
Weird,
You'll get
dude.
over it.
It is weird. But it's evidence of you coddling.
Well, hold on,
You're treating
hold
them
on.
like children. You even said if you're good little boys and girls,
Lio isn't a fucking father, okay? Lio is a man who LARPs as one. He wanted to cream pie peaches, okay?
Let's go ahead and
dramatic
pull the
effect.
thing here.
Sorry, say.
This is fun to me. If you can all behave
But
for
also,
one day, I'll read you a story in gallery calls. Because everybody
bring
being
up his
stupid
kid.
in the same chat you are constantly complaining about in this entire
Vlad's
conversation.
kid into
Your
the
audience
equation.
And this and that. It's that chat that's constantly being stupid. So yeah, I made an incentive that was funny.
And Lio
I got to
flaunts
read a
his
goofy
fake
story.
adopted
I'm sorry to upset
kids on
you.
the
I'm
internet
sorry to
too,
upset
or
you,
he
but that's a skill
did when he
issue.
had
It's
them.
not upsetting. It's just fucking weird. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
You
like,
know
dude,
what upset means?
I have a question for you. If
no.
anybody else was reading, let's say, I don't know, Sappho was reading little children's books to adults, or
fair.
Coyote
Sorry,
was
Sai,
reading
I
little,
misread what you
if
said.
I was reading little children's books to adults, you would say it was weird.
Actually, if it was those two, I would say it's weird because Sappho is a child predator and Coyote has no problem sticking their tongue in one. With you, I'd probably assume it was some long-term gag and you'd end it with something horrible at the end of the story. I wouldn't think you were weird for it.
I think it's very weird, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
why should I care what you
but
think?
it's okay, fine. Let's say it's not weird. It's still evidence of you coddling them like children.
That's not coddling them like children. That's literally
It is absolutely treating them like children.
And why would you even? Let's say I do. Let's say I do cuddle them like children. Why would you care?
I don't know, because it's fucking weird. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
there's
but
a
you
lot
sit
of things
there-
that are weird.
You sit there, and you call me a weirdo, and then you're sitting there in your server reading children's books to fucking adults and not allowing them to enter a server because they're vulnerable.
Without any bias, both the government did stupid shit, not gonna lie. Both can endanger
it was a
Vlad's
soft
kid,
ban.
and that's
I mean,
not
you might as well
fucking
have.
okay. Yeah, that
Well,
true, fair.
you even agreed that you were disincentivizing them from entering.
I told them you shouldn't.
That
go
would
in
be a
because you're going
soft
to be
ban,
left.
yes.
That's not a soft ban, you doofus. It's a recommendation. Do you not understand the difference?
No, I don't.
Get a dictionary.
Whenever you're sitting there in a server, you're the leader of the server.
Ooh.
Calling it a recommendation is a bit disingenuous.
No, it's exactly what it is. And you can cry about it.
Especially whenever you're the same guy that said that if anybody associates with Gilded Poo, I'll ban them from the server, referring to the Senate. So, like, was that a recommendation?
I didn't ban Raven, so clearly that's not accurate.
Yeah, he was one of the good ones. He was your Uncle
One of
Tom.
the good ones.
Yeah. That was his words, by the way. That wasn't me.
Why would he just? You know what? That would be getting into the weeds. That dude's goofy too.
Oh, how is he goofy?
No, I'm saying like that phrase. That's very goofy. So you think it's a soft ban because I didn't say, "Hey guys, go into this server where people are being weirdos," but I'm the weird guy. Okay. Anything else, Vlad? Or are you just gonna get offended because things aren't going your way?
I mean, I think it's going fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about in the sense of how I run my community.
I think you run your community like a cult. You coddle them like children because you have a cult.
I run it like if this is a cult, man, I am doing all the wrong things, and I am not getting any of the kickbacks from it. I'm not making anything.
And not all cults make money. Some have Kool-Aid. But the thing is, though, is that yeah, it's very cult-like
too.
So, like for example, another thing that you do, which is pretty hilarious, is that you go out of your way to
out of my way.
You go out of your way to disincentivize people from watching my content, or yeah, like, and it's
how do I do?
I don't know. It's very weird. Like you do that by saying the zoo enthusiast said this, instead of addressing anything that I'm saying.
Why would I address anything you're saying when I think you're full of nonsense?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to. Hold on. You said you never want to be taken seriously, so pick a lane, Vlad.
What?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about your cult.
You are talking. You are talking about your cult,
dude.
Why do you disincentivize them from watching my content? My content that I really want you to take seriously, but I don't
basically,
want to
no, I don't want you to take it seriously. They can watch it and laugh it off. Like that's what would happen anyway, right? What I'm talking about is you're sitting there. Like we can pull up the definition of a cyber cult if you want. But the point is, all right.
Cyber cult.
Oddly enough, that's actually a definition for that.
That sounds like an awesome movie.
Not really, no.
Oh, it would be. It would be. You just got to get the right team on it.
It would end up being like a really shitty fucking cyberpunk movie.
Not everything cyber has to be cyberpunk.
No, but every time they make a cyberpunk anything, they add the word cyber in it.
I'm saying it doesn't have to be cyberpunk, though. That's the point.
Whatever. Anyway, the cult definition, because for some reason I couldn't find the definition of cyber cult, even though I found it a while ago, but whatever. A system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object, right?
So where's the religious veneration?
I don't know, dude. They love you. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
oh, dude, I mean, there are people there who don't.
Look, I'm going to be very clear here. Though. That comes with the territory, right? So, like, whenever you make a YouTube account, right? Like veneration, like of the YouTuber is an inevitability. You can't. Everybody's going to have glazers. There's nothing you can do about it.
Holy shit!
I mean, would you agree with
36 viewers at one point.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to give you on that one.
Okay. So like that part is kind of like a given that unfortunately when you said the second thing is a relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister, like basically everything I've listed so far.
Agree,
That's a religious practice. That's a religious practice.
I mean, for example,
I would
whenever you had a Senate, you were having a Bible
Senate
study,
and
which was pretty
followers have a
weird,
cult-like mentality.
We had a Bible study room because Sin asked for a Bible study room.
Who?
Cinnamon Spark.
Oh, okay. But no, I thought for some reason you were talking about Mr. Sen, and I was like, what? Oh,
that would be hilarious.
But no, like you sat around and read everybody Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, and they were all happy for you.
Yes, the religion of Michelangelo. You got it.
Yeah,
you got it.
Goddamn right. And then a misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. And what's weird is if you actually like just sit around and you look at everything you do, you're constantly trying to, like, not just me, like everybody, you are constantly trying to undermine the credibility of every single detractor you have. And it's to the extreme. I mean, to be fair, a lot of them don't even have credibility in the first place. But you go after every detractor by undermining their credibility first, and then your little community of sycophants go out of their way, for example, to attempt to dox them or to acquire their private information, which
every single one of them
was exemplified. Huh?
Every single one of my detractors, man. You got some interesting claims here, buddy.
Yes, every single one of your detractors, even the
Every
little
single
ones.
one.
For example, Cato, who just made a random tweet on Twitter that you went after in your video, and then people were trying to acquire her information from your server.
It wasn't just a random tweet. There were multiple of them, and they were pretty obstinate about it. So here's my question. Do you think it's every single detractor? You sure about that? 100% sure?
Every single detractor I've seen, yes.
Okay. Point me to where I've gotten onto the case of Chris the Narc.
You're in drama with Chris the Narc?
Chris the Narc's one of my detractors.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. I said your army of sycophants
Okay,
will like
you said
I'm waiting. I said you undermine their credibility, which you have done in the server.
How have I done
They
that?
won't
How have
like
I done
to
that
admit it,
Chris?
but
'Cause
they
he's
go
one of my
hard
detractors.
if you
Heck,
defy the
Monstrous has been
Lyle
one of
man.
my
Yeah, they
detractors. I've had a
do.
lot of detractors. The truth of the matter is you don't like that yours was undermined.
I don't think that Monstrous would count as a detractor. And no, actually, like I don't think she counts as a detractor at the moment anyway.
I don't think I count as a detractor.
I do. You
criticize
have
though.
been meaner to me than anybody else in all of this.
That's fair. That's fair. I still don't count myself as a detractor.
I do.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't go after all of my detractors, lad. I literally wouldn't have.
I don't think you go after all of your detractors. I think you undermine the credibility of your detractors. And if you don't do it
You said all of them.
specifically, yes, all of them. Even if you don't do it specifically, you say my detractors, right? Like you go like so. Okay, here's my question: which one of your detractors, okay, has been 100% correct?
God damn it.
On all
Well,
counts ever?
okay, it's
one?
pixelated at least.
None of them because they're human.
Okay. All right. So fine. I'll give you a better question. Which ones were mostly correct about all of their accusations?
Towards me or towards other people?
Towards you, your community, either or.
That's a good question. I had to actually pour through every single one of them. I know that I had to clear up a lot of stuff with Akumu because I got a lot of stuff wrong about him. So there were things he was accurate about. You're probably trying to hope that I point it towards you, aren't you?
No.
So this is actually a genuine question from you.
This is a genuine question that I'm asking you. Yeah, like because it seems to me like every time you have a public detractor, they're 100% wrong or as close to it as possible. Like it's very rare that you're like, yeah, you had a good point. Like that's not often the case.
Right, because you don't talk to me all that much, Vlad. But no, if
Vlad's
you want a couple
not
of
I don't talk to you.
Yeah.
Hold up.
And I don't talk to you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was gonna say like I was open, open.
We
Like,
do
you
not
could have
talk to each
messaged me
other
at any
then.
point.
We do not talk to each other.
There you
Is that
go.
more accurate for you? Thank you.
That's fine.
Cindy Bear did a really good video about a call I was in. That was pretty solid. I think that Stardust had some extremely valid points, even though, unfortunately, what's happened.
You debated her on almost every point. I don't even remember.
You argued with the lawyer.
She was right on.
I didn't debate her on every point. You can't debate a single person on every point. I'm literally telling you right now that I had detractors that have been, that I should have had more information before getting into all of this, that I should have been better educated. Sometimes the way I hold myself may not be the best in terms of how I go about things. I have to go back and re-listen to the entire stream. I have slept since then, but I've also been pretty clear in my server that I think Stardust and Barbe both had valid points. And I actually appreciate the criticism.
Barbe.
But yeah, like one of the things that you'll often do is you'll use people, like use associations, I mean to say, sorry. You'll use the associations of other people to undermine the credibility of those criticizing you.
Yeah, that's been a valid point. It's been a valid point. It's something I'm actually genuinely trying to work on.
I'm surprised by the lack of slurs.
Because,
I might be good, guys. I might be good.
I mean, that's news to me. All right. Because as far as I've seen, you've still done the whole guilt by association thing. So,
the thing is, I have a hard time understanding exactly what that means because whenever I ask somebody, it's different than what other people have said. But we can get into the weeds on that one later.
I mean, okay. I think the definition is pretty like in the name, but all right. but yeah, like that's been a pretty big issue. I think like a cool example too, actually, another thing that happened recently, Logrovert released a video, right? And I don't know if you actually watched it or not, but instead of watching it, your immediate response was, well, I help him and look what I get in response, that kind of thing. Like that's an insane, like you're immediately undermining the credibility of the video before you even watched it.
Because Lago Verde said some unhinged things in my live chat before as well. I'm not obligated to give everybody credibility, Vlad. If I was sitting here watching every video by every detractor, I would not be able to. I'm
not criticizing you for whether or not you do that. What I'm making the point of, because there's a big picture here. What I'm making the point of is, to your community, whenever you just immediately undermine the credibility of the person, right? How do you think your community responds to that?
I would hope my community would have the wherewithal to make their own decisions, Vlad.
They don't have the wherewithal to enter this server.
Watch Vlad in the last 5 minutes in the final stretch. These drop all the fucking slurs, all the slurs.
Or the testicular fortitude to enter a server, and yet these motherfuckers are expected to be smart enough to take anybody's word but yours.
Intelligence. You ever thought maybe they found out what was going on in the server and chose not to do it because the server?
Okay, so then they're just cowards. Then okay, fair.
Okay, so you think they're cowards because they don't live up to your values and what you would do?
I think that if you're afraid of the internet, you should unplug.
So you think it's a fear of the internet instead of specific spaces that can cause them trouble?
I think if you're afraid of literally any element of the internet, you should unplug.
Well, then I guess everybody here needs to unplug, including you.
Oh my God.
Why should I unplug?
You literally just got on to me saying that I put out the fact that you had a kid out in the open. You're afraid of something, Vlad. It's on the internet.
Yeah, you could.
Oh my God, they're
call CPS on me, but that's not on the internet. I could unplug. Yeah, absolutely. But why would I? But why would I do that? Why would I do that as opposed to confronting the person that brought it up in the first place?
Do you think the internet? Do you think the internet and real life don't have interconnectivity?
I think they do to a lesser degree than you make it out to be. Yes, but I mean, I don't think they do totalistically, but I think they do a little bit, right? Like I think if I went on the internet and typed in my name anywhere and publicly, yeah, absolutely,
I know you're hurting. Say.
I mean,
but
like,
here's the thing.
just because something affects my real life doesn't necessarily mean I can't unplug it and go away, right? I can push a fucking button and it's all gone. It's not reality.
The server was posted.
The child could have been harmed because of you, Lyle. Yeah,
and it literally states what the link's for and what the chat's like. People had every decision of their own to go in there if they chose to.
And who posted that in there?
Trinket Box.
Yeah. And but you had already disincentivized them from doing so.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people in that server are vulnerable. They've been victims of sexual assault and harassment, and I don't want them to be re-triggered.
So then they wouldn't do it.
Or they would choose not to of their own because they recognize their own limits.
So then they're cowards. It's pretty simple, dude.
I don't care about your personal opinion about their level of courage, Vlad. You are irrelevant in that.
No. But you do care about whether or not they're vulnerable, right?
Absolutely.
And here's my question. Do you think having this safe space of vulnerable people actually helps them in the real world?
Well, it depends on what we do with that safe space. The server's only been around for a couple months.
I mean, let's say it's been 5 years. Like, same question. I don't care.
I think that if it's been 5 years and people, within reason, of course, because there are some people, like people who have PTSD, it's a lot harder to work through. I think that if they haven't made any progress at all, then that's a bigger issue that needs to be addressed. But within 5 years, I would hope people would be stronger by then.
I don't know. Like, if they're in their 20s and 30s, there's pretty much no hope for them if they're still vulnerable, even if they're in a server for 5 years. Like, but why do you think they would be stronger for being in that server?
Why do they
Depends
need
on what we do going forward in the server.
Why do they need
Depends
a server
on how we
to get
discuss
stronger?
things, how we
What the
conduct
fuck?
ourselves around people, what recommendations we make for them depending on what they have. Or maybe guiding them to people who can help them better in their real life and therefore strengthen them that way. It all varies.
And why is that your responsibility? Or why do you feel like it's your responsibility, I should say?
I care about people.
Why?
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what the motivation is, because you used to predator hunt because you said you cared about people, and then you allegedly stopped doing that. You said you were going to stop doing accountability calls, and then from what I've seen so far, you've done 2 actually in the last month.
When did I say? Hold on. When did I say I'd stop doing accountability calls?
I was pretty sure you did that in an announcement, where you said you weren't equipped to do accountability calls.
Yeah, that was.
If I'm wrong, correct me.
That was 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks ago, Vlad.
Yeah,
you haven't had a call like that. We haven't had a call since then.
You make them weaker by not making them
there
face
was
their
2
problems.
last month. I don't know what your point is. Like
my point, Vlad, is
after that call, you made the announcement that you're not going to do it anymore. Yeah, I didn't say otherwise. Like, what are you trying to correct here?
I got my wires crossed. I do apologize. It is 11 o'clock at night.
Cool. So the reason I bring that up is because you say you care about people, but the problem is I don't think you care about them as much as you say you do. Okay. And the reason I say that is because, and I can't say who it is, but do you remember having a call on May 2nd this year?
No, not really.
You don't remember having a call on May 2nd this year?
I know who they're talking
You do
about.
realize how many calls I have been in?
Okay, let me rephrase. An accountability call.
Are you talking about Sasu?
Well, you said it. Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I find it incredibly fucked up that entire call, I think, was pretty fucked up. And the reason I think it was fucked up was because you had Ponder Sprocket manipulate him into divulging information that he, quote, said he would take to his grave. No, it was straight up manipulation. You can chuckle all you want. And then you banned him. And then you banned him from your server the moment that he started announcing suicidal ideation that you bullied him into. You and
He
Sonny.
wasn't bullied. He wasn't bullied.
Dude, you threatened him with a police visit, dude. He was going nuts.
Bullied.
And you
He
put
wasn't bullied.
so you don't think threatening somebody with the do you think
What did I say? What did I say?
you threatened him with the police visit?
What did I say, Vlad?
He said that he had a homicidal ideation about somebody. Okay. A guy, by the way, that you could have just banned, by the way. This is the 3rd time you've had a conversation with this guy. 3rd time. All you had to do was ban this guy. And he said that he had an intrusive thought, not ideation, my bad, an intrusive thought about killing somebody. And you used that to accuse him of violence.
Did I?
Of being a violent person. Yes. You accused him of being a violent person.
He
or
said
a
he was a
dangerously violent person.
He said he was a violent person. Vlad, go re-listen.
Oh, cool. Who did he hurt? I've listened to it twice. Who did he hurt?
He never stated that he hurt anybody.
He actually explicitly stated that he didn't hurt anybody because he was asked that question. So how does that, like, the most violent thing he admitted to, from what I heard in the call, was he like punched something, like an inanimate object, right? And then he threw something at like you said, towards his parents or something. And from what I was told, he actually just hit a table with whatever object. So he hasn't actually, I mean, maybe it's not, but
it's not.
The point is, though, is that I haven't heard the second call that you were referencing. But the point I'm getting across here is that, and bear in mind as well, I don't like Sasu. In fact, I don't like any of the, make this very clear, there isn't very many calls that you've had where I'm like, I like that person. So before you say I'm defending him because I like him, that's not the case.
Yes, Sasu, I will say, is a fucking weirdo. I did streams
you and Sonny
on his
sat there and
documentary.
tag teamed him, and then used Ponder Sprocket to weaponize empathy against him and to get him to admit to things that he would have never admitted before.
This is what I mean when I say that you have conspiracy theories, Vlad.
This is absolutely not a conspiracy theory.
It absolutely is, because
it is not a conspiracy theory.
You are putting a whole bunch of intent that you have no evidence for. Where's the manipulation, Vlad?
Dude, the whole 24 minutes of her sitting there going, "It's okay. This is a safe space. You can say whatever you want." And
It's
then
not
he says the thing. Yeah, oh, it absolutely is. It's
not.
weaponizing therapy bullshit. And then he comes out and then he says it.
No.
And then 5 seconds later, you immediately jump on him like flies on shit.
Mm-hmm. You got anything else?
For the thing that he said. Yeah, I do. And then after that, after you banned him from that server while he was in the middle of tard raging and proclaiming that he was going to rip his fucking eyeballs out of his skull, and whenever you banned him and said nope, then the next thing that comes out of somebody's mouth, I can't remember exactly who it was, but I think it was you or Crystal, one of the two, was make sure he understands the line in the sand and text him. You know, the best and most perfect time to do that, and when he's in the middle of potentially fucking killing himself. Genius. 10 out of 10.
He wasn't in the middle of potentially killing himself.
How do you know?
How do you know he was?
I don't know. I don't know. I said that potentially.
You're right. You don't know because you don't know
Neither do
about
you.
this.
You don't know
I
either.
do actually. I do know because I've had multiple run-ins with Sasu.
You're the responsible party.
Times.
You're supposed to care about people. Why didn't you ban him upon his entry?
Because, Vlad, I was going to try to give him a chance to actually say his piece.
Okay, I don't believe you. And the reason I don't believe you, the reason I don't believe you is from what I was told, it wasn't even your idea to bring him in there in the first place.
Oh, from what you were told. Interesting.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go get some food real quick.
So it was actually somebody else's idea, and then you decided to just do it yourself.
Whose idea was it, Vlad?
With Crystal. I don't know. You tell me whose it was. With Crystal.
I'm asking you. You're the one that says you know. So who was it?
They said they talked to you directly. There should only be one person, dude. Come on.
There's a lot of people I talk to, Vlad. Why don't you just
how many of those people don't talk? Hold on. You don't get any room to talk about my testicles, dude. You don't get any room to talk about it. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
You gonna cry more?
You cried. You cried.
You get offended
over Hopeless Peaches leaving the internet, dude.
I did not cry about her.
You did cry.
Internet. You absolute clown.
You cried like a little bitch in a voice call.
Prove it.
Why would your first defense be prove it, man? Why would you go to that? Why didn't you just say no?
Because that puts the onus back on you who made the claim, numbnuts.
Yeah, it's just weird because I had multiple people tell me about it. It's a whole call recorded.
And you trust
and whole calls recorded. Actually, yes, I do.
Ah, interesting. I cried that they left the internet.
Well, actually, yeah, no, you cried that she left, and upon her leaving, wrote this little "he abused me" letter. Which, by the way, I like, you know, I'm gonna be credit here. I don't think she abused you. I mean, rather, I don't think you abused her. I should say. But nonetheless, you cried over the accusation, the betrayal, and all that jazz. You were really seemingly upset.
Why don't you tell me who said it then?
Who said what?
Who told you that? Who claimed it? Cite your sources, big boy.
Come on, dude. You can't do that, dude. You cried.
I just did.
You not only that,
what are you gonna do?
You
what are you gonna do?
Allow people into the server. You're sitting here.
Oh, we locked the server down because a lot of people were being crazy. We decided we needed to work on other things. I'm so sorry that offended your soft, delicate feelings.
Dude, you can't talk to me about coward. Dude, the mother, you wouldn't even fucking talk to Zay. You couldn't even talk to Zay.
Did. Oh, that was
if you want to accuse anybody of cowardice, why don't you accuse the person who told me to say that or told me about that, and then told me not to tell anybody who the source was?
Why don't you name them then?
I swore that I wouldn't.
Oh, and you so care about your word so heavily.
Yes. When have I gone away from my word? Name it.
I suppose that could be fair, but I just don't believe you.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're getting quite mad.
Actually, I don't.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I actually have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the point still stands that you want to know who recorded it? Because I know who recorded it.
Hey, so actually I'm going to jump in and do a little bit of moderation work. So yes, that rumor of a call exists. It's discussed generally by a very small group of people that has been talked about, but as those people who've said things aren't involved in this conversation, I'm actually going to move us off this because it's just going to loop until it runs into
Pretty
some
much.
other drama. Yeah, that doesn't involve these people. So yeah, move off this topic, boys.
But the brave man over here, bullying a mentally ill person until they're threatening to rip the eyes out of their fucking head.
Bullied. That's hilarious.
Yeah, bullied. Yes.
I don't think you know what that word means.
I don't think you know what a sexual harassment means either. But so I guess we're at an impasse.
I don't know. Mine has better sources than yours does.
You are supposed to be the responsible party. That's what you're supposed to be. You say you protect the vulnerable. And if you tell me right now that Sasu's not a vulnerable person, you are lying.
I protect vulnerable people. I don't protect all of them, lad. It's impossible.
Oh, now, okay.
And sometimes vulnerable people hurt other vulnerable people. So who do you deal with then?
Yeah, so whenever a vulnerable person hurts another vulnerable person, we're supposed to threaten them with police visits and take advantage of the things that somebody like Ponder Sprocket manipulates out of them in order to get them to the point of suicidal ideation and threats of ripping their eyeballs out of their fucking head. Like, is that the idea?
You are genuinely dumb if you think that's manipulation.
It is absolutely manipulation. It's
no,
like,
manipulation
dude, she was
requires intent.
Yeah,
very dumb.
I think she intended it. Yeah.
What did she know about Sasu? What did she know about Sasu before that call started? Tell me.
No idea, other than probably whatever it was that you told her.
Nothing. That was part of the problem with the Sasu calls.
Okay. So here's my
Believe
question.
it or not,
do I have to know the person to manipulate them?
I'm not done. And it was not a matter of whether you have to know the person to manipulate them. Ponder Sprocket was not trying to manipulate Sasu, and nor did she manipulate Sasu. She was actually just being empathetic, Vlad.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure she was. Fine. You know what? Let's say, for instance, that's the case. Let's say that she was just being empathetic, and she's such a good person. She's a flower in a bed of roses or whatever the fuck gay shit, right? Doesn't matter. You immediately weaponized everything she acquired from him.
Did I now?
Yeah. For example, he stated that Crystal came in there and she said, it's completely normal to have intrusive thoughts. And then you said, no, it can't be intrusive thoughts because he loved this person. He loved Lumi.
Is that what I said?
Yes. Yeah. You said that he was lusting.
I'll have the recording then.
You said because he was lusting after Lumi, therefore it cannot be intrusive thoughts.
I'll have to double check the recording.
And then, according from what I was told, you even later chewed out Crystal.
Chewed them out.
Yeah, you chewed them out for
Did I raise my voice?
Not being stern enough.
Chewing
out doesn't mean that you're yelling at them, dude.
What does it mean then in this context? Tell me how it happened. Tell me. I'm curious.
I don't know how it happened. I was just told that you gave a lecture. That you told her that she should have been more stern. That's what I was told. And I was told that actually by Crystal.
I know you were told that by Crystal, but it was a passing comment when we were talking about the Sasu thing. I didn't lecture
according to her, but I mean that's fine. Maybe I misinterpret her. Maybe, or
because I'll be very blunt,
I
don't think Crystal would tolerate me lecturing her.
Perhaps, but it's just a weird thing to sit there and say I've changed,
Mm-hmm.
and then go and say, hey. I'm going to report the cops or report you to the cops because reasons while the guy's having a fucking breakdown.
I think you need to go re-listen to that recording.
You even blamed him. He was begging you to not release that call. And then you blamed him for if that was the case, if that got released, saying that, well, he shouldn't have been there. This is the third time. He shouldn't have come in this call. And I'm like, but yes. You said yes.
Have I released it, Vlad?
No, you haven't, not yet. But the funny thing is that you didn't release the second one either. You even made that a point to state.
I haven't released any of them.
Yeah, it was Weebus that released the second one. And then you implied that Weebus might do it again in your little threat. Like, so that's kind of the point, Lio. I know, laughing doesn't make you right.
No, but it makes it point to the fact that you are so doggone stupid and everything you've been saying about all of this.
I might be stupid, but the thing is though, Lio, is what I haven't done What I haven't done is maliciously gone after fucking retards in the way that you did in that call. That's what I've not done.
Oh, you think that was?
I may be, in fact, not only that, I honestly think that it would have been better if you had just bullied him, right? If you all just yelled and screamed at him, because what I saw in that call was significantly worse than even your worst call.
I highly disagree.
Thank you, Say.
Yeah, I know. Because since I'm not yelling, it's okay. Instead, since I have two other people that are in this call that are being nice, it's okay. But I'll just be snarky, and then I'll have this weird person from Wales be snarky, and and pretend like she's Hopeless Peaches, and then I'm gonna sit there and pretend like that's somehow different. It's not different, Lio. It was worse. Just because it was optically different. Just because
different.
Yeah, it's because it's optically different doesn't mean it's different. It means that doesn't mean shit. Like all you did was you did a call that you could argue looks better, but was actually worse.
And you can feel that way all the way until you're done feeling that way, Vlad. I don't care.
Then release the call.
I'm not the one that has it in my possession.
I'm gonna pause for a second here, and I am gonna, because this is coming up in chat as well. I explicitly asked that whoever had the call not release it, not for Lio's sake, not for Catslayer's sake, but for Sasu's sake. So
I agree.
Whoever has it, I'm asking you nicely, please do not release it. This is not about Lio. This is about Sasu.
So my question is, why would it be for Sasu's sake, though?
Because of what happens. I don't want his manic spiral being put out there for everyone to see.
But the call wasn't that bad, though, right? According to Lio, it was perfectly fine. It was.
Just to be clear, I vocally stated after the call that I disapproved of the call. Actually, during the call, I stated to Lio that I disapproved and I disagreed with the call. So I'm making my opinion known now about that call. I didn't like that call.
Why not?
My point, Vlad, that you are missing is I do not think it is the worst call I've had, which is what I said I disagree on. And I also disagree on the idea that Sasu was manipulated. That's what I disagree on.
I'm pretty confident that you either A, have absolutely no idea what weaponizing empathy actually looks like, right? Because that's what that was. Or
you would?
Or yes, I would. Or
how would you know? Because you hate empathy.
Yes, that would be why, Lio.
So you hate empathy, so you know how it's weaponized.
I hate empathy because people weaponize it. Again, weaponize it against each other all day long. Hell, I would say right now that Hopeless Peaches in many ways weaponized it against you in some cases. So I imagine anyway, I don't really know, but you had more private conversations with her than I did. Like an example is from what I was told, don't tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. But how many times did Hopeless Peaches in calls with you threaten suicide?
Don't have a solid number. I don't know if I can count that high, Vlad.
Okay, fair enough. Is that not weaponizing empathy? Your empathy?
That can absolutely be. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just don't think what Ponder Sprocket did was.
No. Instead, what Ponder Sprocket did was she sat there and went out of her way to build rapport, even opening up with, you want to be coddled in this call, Sasu, and that's my job. I need you to close your fists, and I need you to breathe deeply, and then this is a safe space. You can say whatever you want. Please ignore all the people that are going to weaponize whatever it is that you say in this call. But you can say whatever you want. She didn't say that last bit, but that's what happened. You instantly weaponized that.
And you are stating as though that was her intent to open him up so it could be weaponized.
Well, she didn't stop you from weaponizing it, now did she?
This is one reason why I think you probably shouldn't talk about the Sasu stuff, Vlad, because you don't know dick all about what's happened concerning
I don't know
that.
dick all. Okay.
Oh, you don't know dick all about what's happened concerning Sasu. Tell me about the other calls. Tell me about them.
Yeah, I don't have the other calls. I don't need the other calls.
Oh,
actually.
you don't have them.
I don't even need them. I think that the vacuum is enough. Yeah.
Enough for what?
I think it's enough to prove the point. That point is that all of your people that were in that call with 100 people, by the way, watching at the time. With like we're making a spectacle out of this guy. I think that was the intent. And on top of that, I think that Ponder Sprocket weaponized empathy against him. She built rapport on purpose, like a really shitty attempt at a police interrogation. You know, the thing she watches all the time, apparently. So yeah, like it's one of those things where I'm just sitting here in my head and I'm like, there's no way you could convince me that this wasn't planned. You had 2 good cops, 2 bad cops, which is a little strange.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
And I'm not saying you guys plan to do that. I think Monstrous had even said to me at one point that that's just kind of what ends up happening in the culture of the server. Something along those lines. That could just be the server.
I was answering the comments. My name was brought up. What did I say?
I said that I made a joke about 2 good cops, 2 bad cops, and you said that could just be the server or something like that.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Lio, that's at least prior to Crystal stepping down. I feel like Crystal and Ponder were kind of your quote unquote good cops, but I don't know necessarily who would be the bad cops.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Sunny's a bad cop, which is absolutely hilarious.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Said apparently Sunny is also a bad cop, which I find absolutely hilarious.
she was being a snarky cunt. Yeah.
Who? Anything else?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, it's a little weird. Like, you were being a snarky cunt too. Like, you were both teaming up on it. It was like a tag team, because like you want to change. You know, you don't want to dogpile anymore. That's an optics fail. Instead,
I don't think you know what dogpiling is in this case.
What? I'm not accusing you of dogpiling. What you're jumping too far ahead, dude. I said that you don't want to dogpile anymore because this optics fails, so instead you chose to tag team. You guys took turns.
Wait, hold on. You think I stopped dogpiling, quote unquote, because of optics?
Absolutely.
Okay, then you're just deranged.
No, I think you're deranged.
You can giggle about that all you want.
Yeah, I am going to giggle about it all I want, because that's fucking nuts. Dude, like, no, actually, in fact, yeah, you are deranged. You know what I didn't do? I didn't go on the internet trying to dig for your personal information or anybody from your server's personal information. I did.
You tried to dig into other information, which is why you were looking at my DeviantArt, because somebody pointed you in the direction.
I was sent a DeviantArt page. How the fuck is that going to find any personal information of any kind?
You do realize a lot of people put personal information on DeviantArt, right?
No.
Why would you put personal information on a fucking DeviantArt?
It's fucking weird, right? You know what's funny is you guys focus on likes and shares and follows on DeviantArt.
Mm-hmm.
You know why you focus on that? Because you have a DeviantArt, because you're all fucking deviants, right? I don't have a DeviantArt.
Oh my god, you are.
I can criticize you. I'm going to criticize you for merely having one.
You are raise your voice more. It's really funny.
On a page that fucking promotes bestiality porn and lolicon.
Bestiality porn. It promotes it. That's interesting. When did I make the account, Brad? When did I make it?
I don't care.
You should.
You shouldn't have made it at all.
I shouldn't have made it at all. Like back in what? When I was how old? I was 16.
Yes.
Are you stupid? Like, unironically, are you dumb?
No, I think it's dumb to go on a fucking site that has fucking porn on it. Yeah, like at 16. Yeah. So wait. Oh, it didn't have porn at the time. No. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. So then why didn't you delete it since?
Because I don't go looking around for stuff like that on DeviantArt.
Okay. All right.
Which is why you were looking through my likes, because somebody told you there was sus stuff in there.
I actually wasn't looking through your. I wasn't looking through your likes. I was looking through your posts. Because somebody
like.
Not really. No, it was all gay because. Yeah, like no, nobody told me, by the way, that there was anything sus on there. They just said, look through this. It was all that was said.
And why? I do it.
Why what?
You don't go digging around for people's personal information, but you go to their random web pages. Why?
That's not personal information, Lyle.
Every information about a person.
If I go on your Twitter account, like, and look at your tweets, am I doing the same thing? Like what are you getting at?
It's what I did to find yours. I went through your tweets.
Yeah, I mean, cool. But you dug through, as you said yourself, like old Twitter accounts that are long since dead, right? Like you went through a lot more effort than that.
No, actually, it took me about 10 minutes.
It did not take you 10 minutes to go through 17 different accounts.
I didn't go through 17 different accounts. You're the one that said you had 17 different accounts.
Okay, how many different accounts did you go through?
Two.
Yeah. That's weird. And you found old tweets that that I had made on accounts that were dead.
It says the account suspended, but it showed other tweets on there by other people, which is how I found it.
Just a heads up, gentlemen. We have about 5 minutes before our 2 hours are up.
Cool. And what and so so you don't see the difference between going through a DeviantArt to look for suspicious art that was allegedly, there, which is something that you yourself do, versus going on somebody's Twitter and finding their personal information that somebody else had leaked.
Nope, because it is what you said. If you put it out there, you're dumb.
That's true. So then why are you complaining about the DeviantArt thing?
I'm not complaining about it. I'm making a point, Vlad. You can look through it all you want. I'm more upset that you didn't find anything you liked. I worked very hard on some of that.
Yeah, art is cringe. Go on.
What do you mean art is cringe? You use a drawn avatar.
Yeah, it's cringe. It's a shit turd, dude. It's cringe. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, you're dumb.
I mean, dude, that says the guy that'll sit there and have 3 calls with the same fucking guy, thinking that guy somehow is going to change by the 3rd, right? That's nuts, dude. Come on.
How many would you have then?
After the, you know what? I'll give you credit. After the first one, the first one, whatever, it's the first call. I can't blame you for that one. Second one, I could understand the assumption that maybe he had changed, and maybe something could change. Fine. I'll credit you that. All right, cool. But the third one, come on. There is no fucking way in hell you're going to convince me that you honestly, legitimately thought that there wasn't an extremely high chance that it wasn't going to be yet another fucking shit, fucking trash fire. There's no way you can convince me of that.
Oh, I was hoping it wouldn't be.
Oh, you were hoping.
Yeah.
Okay. What you should have done is banned him as soon as he entered.
That'd be kind of goofy because the entire reason he was there was for the call.
Why didn't you? Okay. Whoa. Hold on. That's interesting. But we don't have time for that. My question is, why didn't you block him on the internet? Like, why were you associating with him in any way at all whatsoever?
I wasn't associating with him, Vlad.
I mean, if you have multiple calls with the guy you're associating with him, right?
You do realize all these other calls happened because he was brought in by a third proxy.
Oh my god, dude! Why didn't you block him? Is the point? Why didn't you block him?
Because, believe it or not, I've been trying to help him. And this is why I said it matters. Because of this dumb thing I do that you're really twisted up about, that I care about people and I try to help.
Wait. But you said earlier that whenever I asked you about this, that you don't help all people, or
I don't help all
I'm confused.
People. You're always confused because you always assume things instead of listening. I have tried to help Sasu. A final call was a final call. I won't be trying any further. He's made it very clear he's not going to change.
All right.
You say it's convenient, but Vlad, at some point something has to change, doesn't it?
Sure. The difference is the reasons, I guess. That's what matters.
You're assuming the reason's over optics. It's not over optics, Vlad.
No, I think it's because that call was an utter fucking trash fire. That's what I think the reason was.
I've been in worse.
I don't think so. Not from unless there's nothing public. Like, unless you've been in something far worse that wasn't made public, then
the shotgun call.
No, I think that the big call I've been getting the most criticism for is far, far, far worse.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it is optically, sure. I mean,
even optically.
Yeah,
like in general.
The general retard watching a stream would look at that call that you're referring to and then would say, wow, this is really bad. Look at them all screaming and yelling at this person. Actually, I think the one before that with the same person was actually worse.
I'm still here. Sorry, I'm eating. I didn't. I don't think you guys wanted to hear me eat
take, and maybe one
into
day
the
we'll dig in
mic.
on that.
But the thing is, though, is that the point is, it's like, yeah, optically people are going to look at that and they're going to be like, yo, dude, this is really bad. Yelling, screaming. Oh no, loud noises. But man, this one was subtle. It was almost devious. It was actually almost admirable how maliciously cruel it was.
You're eating your cereal, Lucky.
How subtle it was.
Anything else, Vlad?
Eating
We are out of
ASMR
time,
teaching
right?
Goblin with
It's got to be
this
way
is,
over 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is
South Park accent.
2 hour mark.
Wait, I have a South Park
gents.
accent.
I want to. Do you know what? Fuck it. We'll give you both closing statements. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. Just keep it to like 2 minutes if you happen to do that. Vlad first.
Yeah, I think that Lio is an unhinged psychopath that uses the guise of I'm helping people to amass vulnerable people and take advantage of others. I think that a lot of this shit is an absolute front. He has learned absolutely nothing, and he will continue to learn absolutely nothing, and will continue to have cringe, unhinged accountability calls probably in the future, despite the fact that he said it wouldn't happen. And
Although I have been
yeah, I
called
think
Butters.
that nothing has changed and nothing's going to change.
Awesome. Lio.
I think that Vlad, in some cases, has some genuine, valid criticism that I am actually going to take on board, and I have in the past before. If he wants, I can reopen communication with him. However, I think that his value on that call, as well as my nature as a whole, is horrifically misplaced. But the only way that's going to be convinced is through time. I hope that my alleged cult finally starts giving me all the Transformers I want instead of the headaches I get. Also, we're going to do more book readings, and I hope it actually makes you mad.
Well, have fun fingering Miku, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
Ew, no, that's gay. And hey, I was put up to that. My audience, 3,000 people wanted Miku Month. Don't blame me for that. Blame them.
That doesn't make it any better, dude.
Doesn't make it any worse either.
I suppose not.
Like, I just did an entire 3 weeks of gargoyles. Why aren't you telling me to finger gargoyles?
Because they're rocks.
It's a legitimate point.
Hey, wait, hold on. There's no get your rocks.
I'm actually
disappointed in you.
I actually don't know what you're like. I don't know what gargoyles is, so I just kind of I know what the actual gargoyle is, but
how old are you?
I'm 34.
How do you not know what never mind. And by the way, those are grotesques, but no, never mind. You're disappointing.
I didn't watch cartoons, dude. I didn't grow up watching them.
Actually, I don't want to know what you did. I don't want to know.
I watched documentaries, actually. It's very boring.
How'd you wind up like this?
Like what?
Like this. Like Ephraim watched documentaries too.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Ephraim is an autistic spurg, dude. Like what?
Aren't we all?
No.
Yeah.
I'm a spurg. I'm a spurg part. I wouldn't say autistic part.
Oh, you absolutely are.
Listen,
your obsession over specific language absolutely proves that.
Lads,
okay.
Are you just gonna keep going? We can keep going. Yeah,
I
you guys.
No, I think Monstrous is DMing me to tell me to shut the fuck up.
Okay. Right. Well. Cool. I'm gonna stick around and I guess like field a couple of questions if people have points of clarification. We can do that. Lio, if you need to get off, I know it's.
I need to go to bed. I need to actually start getting some decent freaking sleep. Apnea will kill me.
Well,
Oh my God,
don't
you're
die.
so
You've got another
Actually,
one.
can I ask a question? And I'm not meaning this as a debate thing. It's a legitimate question now that you're here before you go to bed. Okay. Legit question.
I will not read you a bedtime story.
I would rather fucking kill myself.
Bedtime story it is. Go ahead.
But no. So there have been two people. One of them was Zach. Had stated that a large reason why you, and because he even thought that you were calling me a zoophile. One of the reasons why the theory is that Peaches put you up to it. Like she shamed you into going hard on the paint because at the time period, you didn't have an issue DMing me or anything, right? And then all of a sudden, Peaches does a stream and then actually, I heard it. She chastised you on stream because of a private call that got leaked by Neo between you and I. So my question is, did Peaches put you onto your attitude with me after that? Or do you have any clue what I'm talking about?
they did have a large influence, which is one reason why I say I'm trying to work through things, because I know that you may not buy this, Vlad, but when somebody puts that much influence on you for the better part of 2 years, it takes time to process it out, which is why I am still, and Monsters can confirm this too, because we've had conversations about it, still trying to process some of that out. So yeah, that's one reason why I stopped talking to you in general, because I kept getting heat for it, like consistently. There was
This
one.
is true.
There was one time where she had an absolute meltdown that I said or got anything from you and went on about how I don't care about her because I talked to you and you're mean to her and therefore she doesn't matter and she should kill herself.
Wow.
I can confirm this, yes.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all I had to ask there.
However, I will make it clear that you're not a zoophile. Because no, I don't think you're a zoophile.
Yeah, well, I don't think zoo enthusiast and zoophile are as mutually as exclusive as you're making it sound.
Would you like me to make a clarification for you, Vlad?
I think probably best just to stop calling Vlad a zoo enthusiast if we're going to take anything away from this.
Yeah, no. Because here's you know what my actual issue with this is. Okay, I'll tell you what my actual issue is. No bullshit.
I wasn't in
If you
the
want to
BGK
accuse me of
server.
something, there is a load of shit you can accuse me of, right? You can call me an ableist. Factually the case, by the way.
Beaches will
I
threaten
am
to
able
harm
to do
themselves
things
if you ever
cripples are
left a
not.
call.
So therefore, yes, I am better than
yeah,
cripples.
I know Zach and Higgins
And so,
said
like, you
that.
call me
both
ableist,
testified.
you
It
can
was
call me all
exhausting.
sorts of fucking crazy
I'm
shit. You don't
sorry
have to
you had
make
to
shit
deal with
up.
that, Say.
And that's kind of my issue, right? Like, that's kind of the point. It's like, why lie? If you want to criticize me of shit, pick the things that I hand you, because I hand it to you. I don't keep things secret.
Okay. I think part of the disconnect we have here, and we do need to end soon because I am exhausted. A lie has intent. I did not intend to deceive people over you. So for that, Vlad, and I want you to pay attention, okay? I am sorry if that was the takeaway, and I will make that public correction for you. I mean,
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll shut up now.
Awesome. Thank you both.
I can't believe we still have a UK person running anything around here. What are we thinking?
Well, I mean, fuck it. Official stream. Let's fucking go. Speaking of which, thank you for the 420. I believe this is a quick question for Lio. Can we expect a stream from McDonald's next time? From Lazy Dragon. Thank you.
You know, I was thinking about it. Also, Lazy Dragon's still waiting for you to provide evidence of anything you say, you gutless cretin. But I was actually thinking more Burger King next time. I don't want to do Chick-fil-A. It is Pride Month, so I don't know. Funny thing, Akumbo and I were, and I still need to answer something Akumbo asked me last week, which I am sorry. It's just been rough this week. We were actually trying to ridiculously pinpoint at what point I actually left the McDonald's.
Can I ask a question
goofy.
about that? The McDonald's.
Sure. Go ahead.
Was your wife with you or was she not with you? Because that was something that people were arguing about.
Let's just assume that she floats about all the time. She is a specter in the wind. Okay. I'm not going to answer that directly. That's a goofy thing for them to be concerned about.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you said your power was out. That's why.
It was. Oh my god! I didn't put it back up till Sunday. Oh my god!
But do you understand like why that would be like why people would be concerned about that though? Like you left your wife alone at home. Like I mean,
concerning. It's just hilarious.
I mean, yes, like
stay in the dark. I'm
gonna
going to McDonald's.
Well, I'm going to tell you the joke that I said. This is the joke I made. All right. I said that I like to imagine that your wife was sitting home alone with a bunch of candles around her, waiting for you to bring back her Big Mac.
Well, if that's the funny vision you want to have, you're welcome to it. I'm not going to deprive anybody of their fantasy.
I mean, it is pure fantasy. No, I'm just.
Do you want somebody to bring you a Big Mac surrounded in candles?
I don't like Big Macs, actually. I'm a Whopper guy.
So you agree with the Burger King one? All right, we have some common ground.
But no, that's why people ask though. That was all. I mean, let's be fair here. If I was at McDonald's on a stream, people would ask if my kid was with me at this point. So like, same concept.
Well, as long as you get them a Happy Meal, I guess they'd be fine. Monsters has already promised me one.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why are you going to bed?
Yep.
Oh, so now you want me? Okay, I'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
Hold on, real
Right.
quick. There is something I do need to do. Where is he?
Yeah, there's this phone icon that's pointing down.
Just a really quick chat. You all have permission to speak now, but you'll have to leave and come back.
Oh. Holy shit.
I hate this.
Hold on.
There. It'll work. We'll figure it out.
Fucking hell. Okay, I gotta figure out.
Everyone just leaves and comes back. Fantastic.
Oh fuck.
It's gonna be one of those.
Hello.
I suddenly regret everything.
Fuck.
This was a mistake.
Yeah,
No, I suddenly regret it because I'm gonna have how many people are here?
Tubby needs his iron lung.
So anyway, Monstrous, what did you think?
I disagree that the Sasu call was not that bad.
The Sasu call
Well, look,
wasn't
I'll say
bad?
this about the calls. I'll say this about the calls because I'm aware of the kind of conversations around calls being brought up. They haven't been released. I don't know if they will be released, but my impression is that they won't. So it's kind of a moot point. I'm sure they'll come out in like 3 years' time when there's another fucking drama, and then we can all fucking come back to this and argue about it then.
Oh yeah, totally. By the way, y'all can unmute. I'm pretty sure.
It's push to talk, so everyone has to bind push to talk.
Yeah.
Guys, good luck with that.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or anything?
Vlad, why are you such a fucking member?
Why am I a what?
Jesus Christ. Meow.
This was horrid.
Meow. This was a good dumpster fire. I feel warm. Meow.
Free content. No.
You should not have done this.
There's not enough cake.
God, this is like Leo Convoy's like house.
This is already going to shit.
Meow. Meow.
Not a good
Yeah, well, like cats.
Wolf nigga.
Meow.
Is this thing working?
Oh, hey,
Hello?
Kumo.
Yeah,
There's no
we
other
can hear
outcome.
you.
That's
Yeah, now
just
it's
how it is.
working.
I hate everything about this.
Meow.
This is the only way it could have been.
Oh my god, can you quit being faggots for like 15 seconds?
Meow.
Jesus Christ.
For the love of God,
Gay
don't
shit.
post porn.
I think Western civilization is done for, dude.
We're all
Oh my
fucked.
Ever
god.
since 9/11, dude, the people have been like, I don't know.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
let's
have any
go
questions?
you
I'm
know what I'm
supposed to
saying?
be here to answer questions.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay.
Why was I
let's,
advanced?
let's keep moderating pretty hard because
Hey,
also
hey,
I will
Gilded.
start muting
Everything
people.
deleted.
Hold on. Shut the fuck up.
What is
Shut
this?
the fuck
okay.
up.
No, no,
Shut
no.
the
PC
fuck up.
etiquette, guys.
Shut up.
PC
Nope.
etiquette, guys.
No.
PC etiquette.
You guys don't have very good call
One person at a
etiquette.
time. One person at a
Swear
time,
to
please.
fuck,
Oh
dude.
my fucking god.
Someone needs
Shut
to
the fuck
record
up!
it and make a collage.
Okay,
Guys,
we're gonna go one at a
Beckett.
time for people who actually have fucking questions. So if
No.
you're like unmuted, fucking I don't know. Vlad, pick someone who's shouting at you.
I'm just gonna start from the top. Beaner. Bob.
Wait a minute, you can't say
That's
that.
a very good question, actually. Beaner.
Yes, he did.
It's the top person, Beaner Bob. Hashtag Beaner Bob.
Mina is muted
Beaner.
themselves.
Beaner.
Whoever is 3.
Okay, what about 2 EP Zage? Zage, what about you? Oh my god. Fuck. 2 black, 2 strong. I'm sure you have a fucking question.
Why don't we have people type the questions out?
Hell no.
No, fuck no. That requires
No.
reading.
Listen, Monstrous, you can't expect too many people in the school to be able to
DM
tell.
Vlad. First come, first serve.
Yeah, DM
So
Vlad.
Axel,
one
if you have a
person is
question, you just
typing- Sorry.
I got a question.
yeah, Axel, go question.
How come the the thing mentioning him threatening the 16-year-old kid was a banned topic?
That was something that they agreed upon beforehand.
I didn't want to talk about it, basically. All those things that were listed were things I just didn't want to talk about because they've been done to death.
Alright, that makes sense.
That's fair. Completely fair.
I got a
Why
question,
was
if that's okay.
Great. Cass, not Kyle.
What?
Thanks for your question. Digital.
Draven's got a question.
Okay, Draven, go ahead then.
Why didn't Lyle say a slur?
I don't know.
The better question is, why didn't Vlad say any slurs?
Right? Like, I just realized
That's a
that.
good
'cause
question.
Why didn't
somebody
you say
asked me
faggot?
that.
You disappointed me.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Made editing easier for me. Thank you for
Not
that.
one time did you even mention his
All
wife.
that effort to warn Beckett, I'm gonna say slur. You didn't say one fucking slur.
Yeah.
She was like unexpected.
You did not deliver.
Careful, Beckett, careful!
Obviously.
I got
I do have a question. Why
Sit
was
down, Mr.
Endler?
President. He said the
Hold
N-word.
on, Crystal.
Why
go ahead.
was Endler a banned topic? If you don't mind me asking.
Because she's a whore. All right.
Aw, come
That's
on.
why. It's the thing is with Inla is she got some R34 art and posed for it.
What
She's
the
a whore.
fuck?
I'm kidding. I just didn't want to talk about Inla because it just I was trying. Okay.
Yeah, but I would have been the perfect example of guilt by association.
No, that's the point. I was trying to avoid that topic as best as I could because when we get into guilt by association, then I have to talk about like Kumo, and then I have to go into a whole bunch of other lore, and then I have to like, you know what I mean? Like it just
Guys,
just
if you
keeps
think
going.
about it, everyone does guilt by association.
You want a 2-hour stream or do you want an 8-hour stream? Is the point I'm trying to
8-hour
get
stream
across here. No.
Both at the same
Give
time.
the perfect stream to go to sleep to.
I got a question, if that's okay.
We're going from top down.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You guys trying to impose structure on
Please.
this is maddening.
Just say it. Come on.
I just want to know when the server's going to be deleted.
The server's sticking around because
I
Sarah
have a
might be using
question.
it.
I have a question.
No.
Vlad, how
We're still in numbers. We haven't got to G yet.
Let Gallagher talk.
No.
Please.
No, I really don't have a question. I don't fucking care. This whole stream was a fucking shit show.
True. Man.
I mean, like to be honest with you, I kind of anticipated it to be a shit show.
I mean, it wasn't your fault. It was a shit show. I just like how
God, you let him deflect and derail so much.
Did I?
How come you
Oh,
didn't
no.
call him a faggot?
He does that naturally.
I was hoping that Lyle would start actually fucking.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. I don't care. Actually, this was super underwhelming. You should have came harder.
Wait a minute. Wait, came
I'm
harder?
not coming on
Yeah,
stream,
I'm not
dude.
taking that back.
Hey guys, it's
No, I agree with
harder.
Kumo. I agree with Kumo. You took like Vicodin or something, Vlad.
Yeah, okay.
Hey Vlad. To be honest,
What?
I did want to see you two start screaming at each other.
Well, the problem was I was trying to like get him to scream and only got him to do it
He's
in
too
like,
much
a
of
couple
a pussy
parts.
to yell at a man. What are you
He
talking
got he got incredibly petulant at times, which is what narcissists do.
You
Yeah,
didn't roll over like in Kumo's videos, though.
Can I ask a quick question?
Well, the
Sure.
Kumo video or the interview.
Hold on, hold on. Ask your question.
Basically, my question is, why did Lyle deflect so much during that entire call and never answer?
Do you even have to
properly?
ask?
Like, okay, I'm trying to come in as good faith as possible, okay? That's what I do when I enter calls or I enter anything. I try to come in good
Shut up,
faith.
Liquid North.
Come
Okay,
on.
I'm nothing like North. You know that, Kumo. You know that.
Your Norse
I-
girlfriend.
I don't even know you. I
Okay,
just
okay,
know
okay.
you
Back
live
on
in North-
topic.
you
Why
live in
did
North
Lio
Carolina.
deflect so much? That's the question.
Because he's a lying bitch.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why he deflected so much. Like to be honest with you, I only like the deflecting he did. Like I didn't notice. Like you guys are making it sound like it was like 90% of what he said. I mean, I know
It
he did it a
was.
few times, but
You got into the weeds too much.
that's what you mean. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, all right, whatever.
Hold on.
I mean, there was like there was a whole
I
fucking
wanna-
15 minutes where he was just going, "What about this? What about this?"
Hold on. If your name's not Kumo, shut the fuck up. Kumo.
What?
Yeah, Kumo.
Let's. I actually want to hear what you think of like certain parts of that call. I'm interested.
Well, I noticed an egregious number of whataboutisms. It was anytime Vlad made a point and asked a question, Lio would go, well, what about this? Or didn't you do this? Or isn't this your value? That's whataboutism. That's a very obvious form of deflection. It's sort of like he's cornered, so he can't really answer Vlad's question without having to admit he's wrong or outright fucking lying and making it obvious to everyone.
Yeah, but I still got him to answer questions.
You got him
Not
to
all of
answer,
them.
yeah, but not all of them, and I would argue maybe not enough of them.
You got him to give you an answer, Vlad, but it was not a factual nor.
I guess
one
another
was
very
a good
glaring.
one.
Again, if your name's not Kumo, I don't want to hear from you.
Sorry,
Kumo, go.
I can't stand this fucking
again,
push
I
to
don't
talk
get
shit
involved.
because I never do it. But I was trying to say another glaring red flag, which I've been saying for ages, which I'm sure people are going to be laughing about. I think so many people owe me money for this one, but he wasn't going to raise his voice at Vlad or even like yell at Vlad, growl at Vlad, try to intimidate Vlad, because he's a giant fucking vagina, and he would never speak like that to a man who isn't disabled or trying to become a woman. I think that was just another like glaring.
Well,
red
I mean,
flag that was
he
really
did
obvious to me.
he did start yelling whenever I mentioned a couple things. Like he did get pretty upset.
No, he was raising his voice, but never once did he sharpen his tone. Instead, he tried to talk down to you, which I thought was really fucking ironic, considering he's a guy pushing 40, playing with fucking toys with an autism accent, and how he wants to talk about, well, if people should take you seriously. I don't think anyone should take a man who calls people predators on his channel playing with toys very seriously either.
Like fucking Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, I don't know. Lio, I don't think Lio understands like the sweet irony in how much of a fucking like supervillain he is to like the internet. He likes to. I think I genuinely agree with the whole consensus that it's a fucking cult, because this isn't just people who dislike Lio who are saying this. It's the internet as a whole. Like anyone who's neutral, doesn't have a horse in the race, might even dislike us, is still coming to this conclusion. Like I don't know if he fucking hates my guts, but I know Chris the Narc and like Toastify can't shut up about me or like without gawking about me. But they also hate Lio, and they also think he's a fucking like lolcow. Like they think he's a fucking, like, we're talking like grade A premium cheese from this lolcow. But they have no horse in this race, and they don't like Lio, and they come to the same conclusions that this guy's weird, and he is like, his audience is a fucking cult. And Lio is so effectively delusional that he's convinced himself that he's right and everyone else is like, all of his detractors, they just have malicious intent.
Another point of
Wait,
note
I actually do
is-
have one valid point I want to bring up. It's not a question; it's just a point that I thought was funny that I wrote down, and that was Lio conflating the idea that because you don't care what other people think about you means you must be okay with people lying about you.
Right.
Another point I noticed is that when
So you hate waffles?
you asked for evidence, it was like it would come after the call, right? Oh yeah, I'll give it to you afterwards. But when he was asking for proof, you needed it on the spot. You needed it right there and then. It's something that was quite annoying.
Well, actually, let's talk about that evidence, Crystal. Are you releasing those calls?
Which calls?
The two first calls. that Lio
I
used
don't
in
have access to the Sasu nor
No. The two calls Lio had with you. The first two calls around the Peaches time.
Oh yeah, I made them
not
public, haven't
Sasu,
I?
not the other one. Okay.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
know,
pretty sure they
beast
are public.
lying, larva pussy, having a double standard? No way.
But no, here's something. Well, I did ask because I feel like this is needed. When I heard that the Sasu call was going to be made public, I did ask if I should make it public, and I was told not to in that degree, and I was explaining the reasons why for Sasu's safety. So I
Yeah,
did ask before it was even public.
I would ask if
Shut the fuck up, Axel. We don't care what you have to say, nigga. Damn.
I guess what I would say is with the Sasu call, I don't know if you've spoken to Sasu themselves. I would like wait and I would really get it from Sasu themselves if you're really going to release it. Don't take it any advice from anybody else except that person in specific, especially if they were actually having like a break, a mental break, you know, because that's actually a very like vulnerable state for people. So yeah.
No, I
glad that there was one person.
I wanted to ask
Oh my God.
Monstrous a
Wow.
valid question
Yes.
on this note before we move on.
Yes.
Okay, so Monstrous, you said that you didn't want that call released specifically because Sasu was extremely unstable and fucking manic, right?
Correct.
He might be a
Correct.
danger to himself, and we don't know what might happen if it gets out, right?
Correct.
Okay. Have you read his document where he's like doing the whole professional victim LARP, how he wants everyone to go boo-hoo and finger his sad pussy?
No.
Okay. Goblin is here. I think Goblin can correct me if I'm wrong, but Goblin, didn't he in that document talk about wanting that call released because he didn't have it?
No. He wasn't. Here's the thing. That document was made before that call happened in the cat slayer.
Okay.
No, he actually flipped his lid when it was I can't remember. I think it was Lumi on their channel leaked out that December call, and he had a massive tangent. In fact, that's when I asked him about the December call because I'd listened to it, and he flipped out on me and said, "You want me to kill myself?" When I wasn't even accusing him of anything, and he just flipped out on me.
No, I'm not going to deny, having heard the Sasu call, that the Sasu call has issues and shit, but Sasu keeps coming back around, and this keeps fucking happening. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I actually don't fucking care at this point. If Sasu keeps coming around and it keeps coming up as a topic, the call's gonna get released. That's just the end of it. Like, this was given to me the day after. I could have streamed it, chose not to, just because I thought I didn't care anymore about the fucking Lio shit. Can we just not do a fucking circle jerk at the end of a call about someone being like upset? Sasu comes in, does it to themselves. There is another fucking call after that one. So yeah, I don't care.
It's not about Sasu's feelings.
Yeah, it's not about that.
It's
Actually,
about making
Beckett,
a
I would
point.
say, well, where I was going to get at with Monstrous is if people are going to be having a point of contention and they're going to be debating about whether this call was good or bad or what happened in this fucking call, that call just needs to be released, and like we need to be able to like figure out.
Yeah. And the thing is like I actually don't. Okay, make this very clear. And I said this to Leia, I don't like Sasu. Okay, nobody likes Sasu.
I don't like him either.
And so the whole reason though that this is all brought up is to establish hypocrisy on Lio's part, not to like fucking circle jerk over the feelings of him, right?
Yeah, he's a convenient tool right now.
It's not about poor Sasu. We feel so bad for Sasu. It's about look at the lengths that these people are willing to go to do this kind of shit. It doesn't matter who it is.
Sure.
It could have been anybody.
That's cool and all. That's
the
cool
fact
and all,
is that they
but
did it.
There I don't disagree with you, and I think that the like general thing of if Cat Slayer does have accountability calls and this kind of what's being referred to as conflict resolution, let's be really clear about what that looks like for a lot of people. The conflict resolution isn't just, hey, we're all friends at the end of it. It's you fuck off and maybe leave the internet. So if that keeps happening, then the calls keep coming out. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Hold on. Just for clarification, the Sasu call that occurred after Cat Slayer happened in Barrel 2. So it was not in Cat Slayer.
And I will say I do have that call uploaded on my channel too, because Sasu gave it to me too, because he was.
That's totally fine. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Wait, there's a Sasu call after the Cat Slayer call? There was another one?
Yeah,
there was a call.
Cool. Yes.
There's a call in Guac Barrel. With
Yeah,
him.
I'm just saying.
Where he said he was gonna rip his eyeballs out.
Yes.
No, that was the
No,
Cat
I was
Slayer
sorry.
call.
Yes, that was.
So there were 5 calls with Sasu.
Yes.
Oh, we're establishing patterns here, aren't we?
Stop talking. Oh my god. Okay. To answer your clarification, yes, there was a call in Guac Barrel 2. Barrel has a open door policy as far as like recordings. We're under the presumption that everything's going to get recorded. So that one has been posted, and I feel like it was infinitely better than the Cat Slayer call. So feel free to go listen to it.
Okay, that's why I was just trying to. That's why I was asking. Like, it was after the Katzler call where he was like,
correct, and
trying to rip his eyes out. Yeah.
Wait, I'm a little confused then, because the impression I got after the Sasu call, you know, with me and Ponder being told, like, you know, it was you were too nice to him, you like he was humanized too much and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
It was reassured that that was the very last call with Sasu. There's no need to talk to Sasu anymore, because, like, again, I was under the assumption there wasn't many calls with Sasu. I didn't know much about Sasu, but I was reassured that's it, no more, no need to talk to Sasu anymore. But why was
So-
there another call then?
Well, just to be clear, Lio was not in that call. That was not something that was not shot called by Lio, because Lio has no power in Guac Barrel. The old guard from Senate wanted to bring him in. He was
is that the one with you and Jibs?
No. This was just like, I don't know, a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago.
And what about the one in Sarah's server?
I don't know anything about that one.
Weren't you not? Oh, you weren't in it, because I remember one of the diaper people was in there, and I was like making fun of them to Jibs. So there's been 6 calls total.
It sounds like it, yes. And just to be clear, the Guac Barrel call was, the whole point of it was to like be mean to Sasu, and then it totally flipped on us. And he left the internet or chilled out for like 3 days before flip-flopping again. So, but at least our intentions were very clear in that call.
Wait.
Let's just be clear. Leo doesn't have power anywhere, not even in his own.
Well,
that's why he's over.
I do have a
But you know what I
question,
mean.
real quick.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry if this has already been covered, but
Mhm.
when you guys are talking about Sasu having like a mental break, do you mean like actual full-on psychosis, or do you mean
Yes.
like they
Yes.
just okay? Do you mean
Yes.
actual full-on psychosis, like they had to be admitted
Like
to a hospital?
like their agency was no longer a point of discussion. Like he
Did they
was
have to be admitted to a hospital or
I don't know about that.
he was
I
okay.
don't know
He was as established in the call, parked in the middle of fucking nowhere in his car.
Mhm.
And also, I want to make this very clear. Men don't go to hospitals if they can help it, so he probably didn't go
No,
to the
but
hospital.
if you're in psychosis, you kind of have to.
Y-
You know.
okay, but
Yeah,
but
if
he
somebody-
isn't gonna
he was
think
alone.
that. He was
Oh my
by
gosh.
himself in a car.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's not like
Stardust.
you're gonna come out of psychosis like just easily, you know.
Hey,
Stardust.
Vlad, all those homeless
Stardust.
people that live outside of hospitals
Oh
that
my
are
God.
going through psychosis.
Okay.
um,
Yeah, we get it.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. I didn't start
Shut
it.
up,
No,
Vegas.
Vegas
It's
more.
just like we're just looping. We're looping on something that none of us have any
Okay.
information on, and doesn't fucking matter. Like in the wider
Stardust.
scale of things, it just doesn't.
Oh my God, Stardust. To answer your question, he had a like full manic episode, like full-on violent manic episode.
Allegedly, since nobody has access to his medical records.
I just want to say that, like, it's very clear that that was brought on by the call. Like,
Right.
it's
It's very clear when you listen to it.
caused by the call.
Correct.
Okay.
I have a question.
For who?
It's just like a general one, and it's kind of like really fucking stupid. But like, a few days ago, Lio like joined a dead woman's server, and I want. It's stupid, but I just like, did he accidentally join it? I don't. I'm very confused about it.
I don't know the context of that.
A dead
Much like
woman's
in many
server.
options, it's doubtful that he accidentally does anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so basically, this YouTuber called very small commentary person like passed away a few days ago, Darkside, and he joined her Discord server like the day it was announced that she passed away, like 2 hours after, and I'm just really curious of why that happened because her server's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just really
Mania is
stupid
not
question.
psychosis, guys. Just so you guys know. So.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
What matters is that he had a psychotic breakdown. It's clearly what that was.
We're all licensed therapists in here, and
Y'all
we're
done
all
like
accountable.
talking?
Very
Okay,
much.
this is. I just try. I don't want to sit here and live psychoanalyze somebody on a call that I think that most people have not heard.
Correct.
I just don't see the point. It's just.
Do we have any more legitimate questions?
It was obvious he had a breakdown.
Yes.
Okay.
We agree.
Yeah, but most
We all agree.
people have not
Move
heard
on.
the call. Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
Anything else about the conversation between Lio and Gilded?
Oh, this is about the conversation between Lio and Gilded. I missed most of the call. Lio, Gilded or Lio. Lio's not here anymore.
Lio's not here anymore.
Pooh, how did you meet Lio? How did you two meet?
Oh God.
No, scream.
Weren't you
Wait,
the
scream.
muscle?
Don't even answer. Just scream.
Weren't you the muscle for Senate?
Go watch his videos if you want the answer to that, maybe.
Okay, no, the simple answer is I was given a tweet by Lio, and they said, "You want to bully a furry?" I said yes. That's it.
The muscle for Senate.
It
That's
wasn't
pretty based.
Senate, but yeah, that was it.
I've got kind of
I-
a stupid question that only applies to the call in the sense that this is all just going on YouTube soon, isn't it?
It already is.
It already is.
Now you're live. Congrats. Like,
Hi, Mom. I'm
Hi,
going
Mom.
to Disney World.
fantastic. Well done, guys.
Outstanding.
I'm on.
Hang up now.
Just a quick question for Gilded. In retrospect, now having done the call, what do you think you could have done better in terms of, I don't know, preparation?
Okay, this is getting to autism territory.
Yeah,
I'm
this
leaving.
is- yeah.
Bye bye. Kill yourselves.
Kill yourselves. Yeah.
Gonna sleep tight. Don't let the Negroes bite.
Don't let.
I would say heroin.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right.
You and Rick and Nick Rikita both.
Yeah,
Right,
me and
okay,
Nick. I
cool.
didn't get to fuck Nick Ricada's wife. That's what I should have done in preparation.
You forgot the ketamine.
Yeah, that too. Is there any more questions?
Lio's wife looks like an Oompa Loompa.
Are you going to be following up live for the evidence you have asked for him to provide, Gilded?
If he provides the evidence, then I'll put it in the video that I'll be uploading of this call.
Okay, awesome.
Guys, I'm gonna go, but quick thing before I go is that if you have an anime profile picture, you're sus as fuck, and I think they should all be banned. So ban everybody's anime.
Well, you don't
profile
have a
picture.
question, Stardust? What the hell?
What would I ask?
I don't fucking know.
How's his day been? How's his day been?
Well, bye.
You don't have to go.
How
home,
did
but
you?
can't stay here.
Hit me up if you want to talk later, Gilded. See ya.
Okay.
Yeah, how did you prepare for today?
I didn't actually get much of a chance to. I had a bunch of personal emergencies that happened, and I only ended up with 2 days to prepare.
Hold on, as your personal butt buddy, I can explain this. He started by waking up and having a pulse. He ate some breakfast, and then he got on the call.
Yeah, totally.
Then he yelled at the birds.
I don't know if I believe you, Gallagher. I don't know if Vlad eats breakfast. He doesn't seem like a breakfast guy.
Whatever the first meal you eat when you wake up is breakfast.
Fucking Christ.
I don't usually wake up and eat though. I wake up cigarettes are my morning vegetable.
Again, I will reiterate myself. The first thing you eat in the day is your breakfast.
True though.
Okay.
Okay, I'm about to yeet this VC.
Okay, well, Monsters doesn't have any questions. Nobody else does. Okay, cool.
do.
No thoughts, nothing.
I do.
No, you don't. You
I
don't.
mean, you can come on and talk.
No, you don't.
You
don't.
There's plenty of
Tubby
thoughts.
needs his iron lung. Can you define vague fact threats?
Oh Jesus
What?
fucking Christ! Right, okay, I'm dipping.
Bye.
I'll chat to you in a bit.
Later.
Well done.
Oh, well, damn it. Oh well. Anyways, that was it. Final thoughts. Lyle is a faggot. He shouldn't have a career, and I think that call was a fucking disaster, and I do agree with Kumo. I don't like how he softballed him, but also Sasu, I want that fucking Sasu call. God damn it. And I have part of it. I don't know if it's enough though. We'll see. I don't. I want the full thing though. That's what I want because, god